Hello. I think I'm live now. I do need to do still a little bit of setup, so bear with me. I think the first thing... It's been so long since I've streamed, so I'll need... I'll need your grace. Currently joining me on voice chat. Nobody, apparently.
Me, Gano. Yeah.
There you go.
Hi, I thought you were gonna say the name.
We may have other people join us as we go. As Charon is pointing out, it has been a very long time since I last streamed.
You stream?
Yeah. The last public stream that I did was September 2023.
It's been that long. Wow.
Yeah.
It somehow feels like it has and has not been that long.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now, where did I put this? Aha! There's the stream window, or the chat window, appearing on stream now. Okay. I think I can put this back.
Yeah, Sharon, 2023 never happened.
Might as well. There you go. Okay. So, I think I need to grab some images so that I'm ready to go, and I also need to double check what the current most and least popular Pokemon are according to Rate Pokemon. So we'll do that first. What I will be doing is can I?
Oh no, it deleted my bingo, my set bingo card.
Oh no. Gano has a stream bingo. You could post that in the YouTube chat if you like.
Well, I might have to remake it.
Here, I'll just add a browser capture or a window capture, I guess. Here we go. All right. So I'm going to be doing fusions between the top 10 most popular Pokemon and the top 10 least popular Pokemon, with possibly some caveats. But we have to wait for the database to finish loading.
Found it.
They will be randomly paired. I wrote a little Python script, so here if I hide the browser since it's not loaded yet. What you see here right below my camera is the output from the script that I wrote. So it'll randomly pair two Pokemon from the top 10 most and top 10 least popular Pokemon. Oh, and Indigo is here.
Hello.
Actually, at the current camera angle, I don't know how much you'll be visible. There's like a sliver of kitchen visible over here, but
And you kind of sit in front of it.
yeah, a little bit.
Indigo, are you baking?
Yes. Well, I mean, I will be.
Yeah.
Yes, I get to put that on my bingo card.
So here, let's have a look at who the top 10 most and least popular Pokemon are at the moment. The top 10 most popular. We've got Flygon, Umbreon, Alolan Ninetales, Mudkip, Bulbasaur, Standard Lapras, Alolan Vulpix, Volcarona, Spheal, and Rowlet. But because both Alolan Ninetales and Alolan Vulpix are here, and I don't want to do these like repeats. Basically, my script will whichever one it picks first, it'll go with, but then it'll also eliminate the other one from the running. So actually, it'll be going all the way up to number 11, Lunala, as the options. So now I just need to double check that my list actually matches, which I think it does. I don't think it's changed. Flygon, Umbreon, Alolan Ninetales, Bulbasaur, Standard Lapras, Alolan Vulpix, Volcarona, Spheal, Rowlet, Lunala, and Mudkip. I think I just accidentally put them in the wrong order, but they are all there. Okay. When I was setting this up, it was a couple days ago, so there could have been some changes, but let's look at the least popular then. And so here again, the same thing. We've got both Jinx and Smoochum. We've got both Incarnate and Etherian and Enamorus, and I don't want to do those repeats. So again, it'll be actually going up to number 12 in this one because there are 2 repeats. But we've got Jinx, Incarnate, and Etherian and Enamorus, Smoochum, Trash War Madam, Relor, Diggersby, Volbeat, Crabominable, Female Oinkalone, Simisear, and Munkidori as the least popular Pokemon that are in the running here. And let me double check those. Jinx, Therian, and Incarnate, Smoochum, Trash War Madam, Relor, Diggersby, Volbeat, Simisear, Female Oinkalone, Munkidori, and Crabominable. Okay.
Crabominable being in least favorites is an abomination.
Yeah, I agree. And personally, so is Relor. Like Relor,
Same. I like Relor.
I like Relor a lot, actually. Okay, so the selection is accurate, and just to make sure things stay consistent, we're going with this top 11 and top 12 period. Because this is only going to be part 1. We're hopefully going to be doing 5 fusions today, and next Saturday we'll do part 2 and we'll do the other 5 fusions. But I'm not going to update the list between the 2 times, in case there is a change. We're going to stick with the list as captured right now. And what was the other thing I wanted to mention? Maybe that was it. So let's see what the first fusion pair this spits out is. All right, we're starting big. We're doing Lunala and Incarnate Enamorus.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's a good answer, or a good reaction. So I do need to go grab those images first.
I'm feeling like we're doing a Frankenstein experiment of some sort, and it's like, who is the monster here?
The good thing is that it's impossible to make Enamorus worse.
I guess that's the other thing I wanted to mention, is that I will be doing these kind of with an eye more to rehabilitating the least popular Pokemon. I hid my... I accidentally hid the fusion results there, but it was Incarnate. Yes, Incarnate. Okay.
Oh, by the way, do you want to put a little, usually, right under your video screen, you put a little reminder for people coming in, this is what I'm doing? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's what I had accidentally hidden.
Oh, I'm just a little behind.
Yeah. You get the audio live, but the the video at the same time as everyone else.
Yeah.
And so that makes it seem like you're even more behind than everyone else.
Sad.
There we go. Okay.
Hi, Sharon.
Hello, Charon. You are muted though, so I don't know if you intend to participate in voice chat, but
Maybe he also wants to be behind on audio.
Yeah, I just wanted the faster audio.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
But hello.
Hello. I just kind of realized that with my current stream setup here, I have a hard time seeing the actual YouTube chat.
How do you feel about just doing pasta tonight?
Sounds good to me.
I have a menu.
Oh. Well, what can I do here to make... Oh, right, I can put it here. It's been so long. Docs, yeah, this is what I want. And... Oh, now I need to get that link again. Hang on. At least I still like remember how to do these things. I just am not remembering that I can. There we go. Okay. So yeah, as I said, my intention is to do these more with an eye to rehabilitate the least popular Pokemon by adding features from the most popular Pokemon. The problem is that Enamorus sucks. So, open to ideas from everyone on what to do here. I definitely feel that the cloud needs to be kept. Lunala is so prominent on wings. But I don't know if there's room in a fusion to, you know, if I have the cloud and the wings and the snake, it'll be a lot. We can definitely edit a bit of the head to be more Lunala-esque. And I guess Lunala's kind of crescent-shaped head can go pretty well with Enamorus's hair. That's a nice place to do that combination. Lunala has an appealing face. I guess so. It is certainly more appealing than Enamorus. And I don't know if I want to keep Enamorus's snake scarf. I do feel like it needs to have like some aspect of the snake needs to be kept, but
I feel like you could take out the snake, and even like all the hearts and things could become stars instead, like Lunala's stars that are at the bottom of her wings.
Right. We could recolor Tornadus to pink and use that as a starting point. I mean, as much as I do think that would make a better Enamorus, you know, we're not trying to redesign Enamorus so much as like making it a fusion, and there's no like being buff is not part of either of these designs. So I think we're gonna have to stick to a flimsy the Twinkie Enamorus. And it is not intended to be ugly. It is intended to make Enamorus better. Where's my brush? So just to very, very roughly, I think we keep the cloud here. I like Lunala a lot as well, and I mean, most of these extra popular Pokemon are Pokemon that I like a lot. It'll be more of a problem if an Enamorus fan shows up.
They exist?
Probably.
I feel like one of their fans showing up is just about as likely as you streaming.
I don't know how much Charon likes Enamorus. I mean, I know that Charon likes the like idea of Enamorus. I don't know how much Charon likes the fact, you know, the execution of Enamorus, but maybe Charon can be the resident Enamorus fan.
Right now, the sketch just looks like a penis with arms.
Well, hopefully we will not end up with that.
It would still be better.
Well, yes.
And I can mark off not safe for work on my bingo card.
That's the only reason you said that. Did you share the link so that
No.
other people can have their bingos as well?
I shared the link, but I said that and then double checked to see if I would have not safe for work because I didn't know. So it was not just because of that.
Okay. Charon is shocked that Lunala is so popular. I mean, I'm surprised that it's that high. I'm not surprised that it's popular. What could be the snake? Cassette Beasts is on sale. I haven't played that yet, but I'm also interested. I wouldn't want to play it on Steam, though. I don't like playing games on my computer, so I'll have to check if it's on sale on the Switch as well. I think we can use the little kind of skeleton that Lunala has. I think we can put that here. And I guess that could be what the arms grow out of as well.
alternate idea.
Yeah.
We keep the snake and we lose everything else. And we just make Enamorus a snake with bat wings.
I think that would be too unenamorous. Like, it would be better, but it would. I think it would feel less like a fusion. Oh, not cassette bait's not currently on sale on Switch. Okay. I feel like this is already going to be pretty good, but it is missing both the snake and the wings, which are kind of key features of both of these Pokemon. I wonder if there's a way we could combine them.
Combine them, like having it be a snake with wings?
More like being snakes as wings. Because I feel like the snake can pair reasonably well with the like outer rim of the wings, the like yellow part. Yeah, actually.
Just make it into Ghidorah.
Sorry?
We'll just make it into Ghidorah.
Here, I will. I think this is gonna be good. I will give it wings, but like actual wings, but it'll be paired with Enamorus's arms. The arms are, kind of, they're both like really skinny arms, so it is actually kind of compatible. And then we'll just have the snakes coming out of the cloud. What if the wings were incorporated into the cloud? How do you mean that? You could maybe have a horn or two on the head to make it a little bit more enamorous-ish. I think this is a good start. The wings could fade into cloud texture. I think that could actually work here. Because it is kind of cosmic anyway, right? So we could just have the clouds kind of coming up a little bit, and so the purple part of the wing will be like the clear sky, but then it's a little bit overcast as it reaches the bottom. But we'll keep the snakes there.
Cosmic
Okay.
type confirmed.
Sorry? Which type?
Cosmic.
Oh, yeah. Well, should have seen that coming. All right, let's try to refine this face a little bit, especially. Hafa, you didn't know Lunala was that unpopular? I hope you're saying that as a joke about Enamorus being popular, because Enamorus is definitely not popular, and Lunala definitely is.
That awkward moment when I realized I turned on my camera instead of unmuting, so it was just a stream of my ceiling with me talking and y'all not responding.
Well, if it helps, I didn't notice. As far as I could tell, you were just still muted. Man, now that I'm like trying to draw Lunala's face, Lunala has a very complex face. And I don't know if I'm going to do it justice. Hafa was just joking, or was he? I don't know, Hafa. You strike me as someone who could like Enamorus. Man, no, I'm not doing a good job with this face at all. Shall we do the old trick of just tracing the face and working from there?
I'm still shocked you could say such a horrible thing to Hafa like that.
That Hafa could. That I can see Hafa as someone who could like Enamorus. Should I feel insulted? I don't think so. I mean, I do know people. I do have friends who did not express, outright disgust towards Enamorus. And I'm still friends with them, so it's okay. Yeah, I assume Enamorus has a skinny neck. Yeah, they do actually have very compatible like body types, which is interesting. But I was not expecting. Oh, go ahead, Gono.
I was gonna say it's because Lunala is also a twink.
Yeah.
Because it twinkles like a star.
Yeah, I was just not expecting to be starting off with these two, paired together right off the bat. Bat. I think this is probably going to be one of the more difficult fusions, at least in terms of actually drawing them. Not necessarily in terms of figuring out how to pair them. Because they're both such complex designs. So.
Yeah, a lot of design elements. And then it's going to be hard to not make it like cluttered.
Yeah.
Also, everyone, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thanks, Gano.
And I can check that off too.
I guess I didn't mention this explicitly in the beginning, but the reason I'm doing these fusions based on the current standings of Rate Pokemon is actually because we are working on some new features to the Rate Pokemon Data Explorer that I hope will be ready for the public by the time the final video of this is out, which will be in a couple weeks probably. Okay. We're hoping to make it more intuitive to use, more not interactive, but just easier to navigate to different things that you might be interested in, and also get a deeper look at some of the data. All right, I'm trying to give make the eye more Enamorus-like. I don't want it to just have Lunala's face. But yeah, I think it should have a horn here as well.
The sad part is this is also just making Lunala worse.
Well, I guess that's going to be the case with all of these fusions.
Sharon, what do you mean by turning into a dating app swiping thing?
Yeah, I don't know what Jaren is referring to. Rate Pokemon will not have any swiping. The rating part itself is going to stay the same. This is only the changes that we're doing, at least at the moment, are only to the Data Explorer. I have kind of thought about, like, can we add more ratings without, like, messing up the current database? Like, I've had a few people suggest like funny as one of the rating scales, and I think that would actually be interesting to have. But that is not what we are working on at the moment. All right, that looks good enough for this stage. I'll probably refine it further as we go, but a spicy slider. Okay, I did. Yeah, funny was one that I'm trying to remember now. What were the other ones that came up that I thought would be interesting? But oh, hey, Tam Valley, nice to see you. Haven't been in touch in a while. But yeah, my first stream in like 18 months. How are you doing? Lunala, you are too detailed.
I kind of feel like the head needs to be just a tad smaller. Like the whole head with crest and everything.
Yeah, you're probably right. I think, but I have to. I'm doing everything on separate layers, or like at least all the major parts on separate layers. So,
did you label them?
well, I did label head, which is the only one that I have actually finished. But yeah, basically, once I've like refined the like details a little bit more, then I can look at the design as a whole and see if it needs adjustments in terms of sizes and stuff. So we'll get to that.
Good observation, Moth Beanie. I never noticed that either until now. They're like being stretched out.
Yeah. Yeah, I have noticed that before. I don't really know what that's about. Like what that is supposed to be contributing to the design.
Hello, friends.
Hello.
I'm about to be noisy, so I apologize.
Okay, good to know. Dreamcatcher, I can see that. No one has brought up the big debate question about whether Lunala is an Ultra Beast. Well, you already gave the answer, so it doesn't seem like there's a big debate.
Lunala's more of a great beast.
Indigo says she's done being noisy.
I don't know, I can still hear her banging around.
Well, she's done using the food processor, I'm guessing is what that was? Yeah. Lunala has this kind of glowing thing in its chest. I think maybe we should make that a heart shape so that we keep some of the original elements of Enamorus.
That's a good idea. Even though keeping anything out of the number is a bad idea, but
Can you believe some people bought Sun version? Well, I bought Sun version, so yes, I can believe it. I do, however, like both of them a lot. Both Lunala and Solgaleo. I like them a lot.
sorry, not sorry, Charon.
Well, so far it just looks like Lunala slightly modified. So let's make sure we put some more Enamorus in this. I know, it'll just make it worse.
Can we just make it pink and call it good enough for Enamorus?
I mean, I was thinking that it would have probably purple and pink. I think that's a good balance of the two. Let's see, what's the right shape for this wing? Moth Beanie, I did the same thing. It was sun for me, moon for Indigo, and but then we switched for Ultra. Sharon, you're an incredible Let's Go hater for someone that didn't play it. You don't know if you hate it. Well, I also don't know if you need to hate it to be a hater. You know what I mean?
Sharon hates the concept of it.
Yeah. I think the proportions there look okay for the shape of the wing.
Yeah, Sharon, with you in chat, it just sounds like you are seeing the future and you're responding to messages before they come.
Well, he kind of is, so. What is wrong, Photoshop? What are you complaining about?
Wispy!
Hello, friends.
Hey, Wispy.
Did Photoshop crash?
Did I come in just in time for Photoshop crashing?
No, it's just like giving me like the like notification sound of like something, me trying to do something that I'm not allowed to do. Like trying to edit a locked layer or something like that. So I'm just like hearing that sound, but it's actually doing the things that I'm trying to do. So like I don't know what the problem is.
I don't know.
It just wants you to save your progress.
I did.
I only just now pulled up the stream though, and it looks really nice. I like what you're going for right now.
Thank you. It is hopefully going to be the most complex one. We just get it over with.
Yeah.
Because it's a tough one.
No, yeah. Like I'm like trying to think of like what else you could do.
Yeah.
Like that you haven't already kind of started.
Yeah, like it's a tough one in term, not so much in terms of like pairing the parts and like making it work, but like just in terms of complexity, because both of these Pokemon, especially in Lunala, but both of these Pokemon, being legendary Pokemon, are also very detailed.
No, definitely. Okay, yeah, like I kind of see what you're doing. How like the snake head tails are like Lunala's wing rims. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
The more I look at it, the more sense it makes.
Oh, that's good. Better than the opposite.
Wispy, what I had suggested is we just get rid of Enamorus's body and leave the snake and add Lunala's wings onto it.
That sounds like it would just be a dragon, which tracks for you, Gano.
Why'd you gotta call me out like that?
Excuse me, fuck. Oh goodness, my bad.
That's okay. You're allowed to swear on my stream.
I was more worried about the ear rape I just gave all your viewers. I'm so sorry.
I doubt it was that bad. It wasn't that bad on my end, so.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
But also good to know. I also wasn't entirely confident about that first one.
I didn't even monetize this stream at all, so I think.
Oh, cool. So I could say some heinous shit. Awesome. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I think I could even like play music, like copyrighted music, and you know, I would get those like notifications about it being like that part of the stream was muted or whatever. And I don't really care.
Yeah. So I know you're still doing line work and shit, but I'm curious what you're thinking about doing for colors.
We were thinking pink and purple so that it uses both sides.
Which I mean makes sense.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was like it was gonna go that way or if it was gonna be a like you were gonna like try to do like a fuchsia that's like a mix of both colors.
I think the purple is important to keep it looking kind of cosmic.
Yeah.
But then if we only used purple and didn't have any pink, then it would like, and it already kind of does, just look like a Enamorus shaped Lunala.
Yeah.
So it definitely needs something that'll keep it, or that'll like bring more Lunala or bring more Enamorus into it.
Mm-hmm. So, Charon, specifically, which are the unappealing combination of parts? Or let's go.
I'm gonna guess that it has to do with the Pokemon Go throwing style.
Yeah, the Safari Zone style of Pokemon captures that I'm always bitching about.
Like, I know that one, but he says it's a combination of parts.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I'm trying to think of what else
what
that he would be complaining about. I know, yeah, Hafa complains about it looking so saturated.
I've heard a lot of complaints about the battle mechanics being too watered down, but I don't really see that as a negative, personally.
Yeah, I don't see that as a problem either.
So you don't like that it's only Gen 1?
I don't like that that just abilities don't exist. I felt like abilities added a very much needed bit of complexity to Pokemon battles that were just gone from Let's Go.
I don't mind it. We didn't have abilities to begin with, so like, you know, it is like watered down or whatever you want to call it, but it's like that's just intentional. And I like having it be simpler every once in a while.
Yeah, and that's why I don't like outwardly like complain about that aspect of the game. I understand why it was done, and it does still work. Like, it's just personal preference. I liked what abilities added to everything.
Yeah, Charon complaining about it only being Gen 1, like that is probably my main complaint about it, is that like they added megas, but they didn't add the like later generation evolutions.
Yeah, they didn't add any baby Pokemon, they didn't add any of the Gen 4 evolutions. It would have been like such a easy thing to incorporate.
Yeah, I feel like if they had added the like cross generation forms and such, that like then it would have been the perfect game for what it wanted to be.
Yeah, I feel like because I was gonna say I feel like my point was going to be, then I think that would raise issues with the starter Eevee, but no, you can't even evolve that Eevee, so it's a moot point.
Yeah.
So there's really no reason why they didn't. Yeah. I mean, at this point, it's been coming up on 10 years since Let's Go came out?
Not quite. I think that was 2019.
Either way, we're getting close to the point where I can feel like it's safe to say we're probably never going to see that particular style of Pokemon game again.
Well, I wouldn't say never, but it does seem that like Let's Go was like the precursor to the Legends games.
Yeah.
So and like Legends is experimenting with like battle styles and stuff, right? So I feel like we could eventually see another game that that is more like Let's Go, but
thank you, Hoffa. 2018.
yeah, that was the first game that came out after I started my channel. Which is kind of wild that I started so long ago.
It is trippy to think about how much shit's changed in the last 7 years.
Yeah. Well, Indigo and I were joking about this earlier. It's like I'm streaming. Indigo is baking in the background. Donald Trump is president. It's 2018.
Nothing has changed.
We just got to recreate the old recording set, and then we're golden.
Yeah, I guess so. And well, I was gonna say we need to be like blissfully unaware of an impending pandemic, but maybe we are. Maybe we are.
Maybe we are. There's a non-zero chance that that's the case right now. So.
I'm scared.
Me too, Indigo. Me too.
What have we done?
No, Indigo, we're supposed to be blissfully unaware. Come on.
Sorry.
The safarification of Kanto. I like Pokemon living in certain areas, and LGP makes encounter tables unrecognizable, but that is generally fine because it is a different game with different goals.
Okay, so I see that point, but I would like to counterpoint that I feel like the quote-unquote unrecognizable encounter tables make the game feel a tad more realistic. If that makes sense. like Pokemon are more widespread out across the region. You're not, you don't only have to go to one specific tucked away area to find this Pokemon that really has no reason to only be there. Case in point, something like Shelder or Dugong.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and that is definitely not something that bothered me. Like, it stood out to me in the sense that, like, oh, like, you can catch wild starter Pokemon, but other than that, like, it just didn't really have much of an effect on my experience at all.
Yeah. Could have been like a hair's bit more focused. Like the different sky area didn't all need the exact same encounter tables. Like I feel like Charizard should have been a bit harder to find than it was, and same with like the random spawns for the legendary birds. But I can't think of any others off the top of my head that would really fit into that category.
I'll be back.
Have fun.
All right, I got to keep an eye on the time because it is already 11:05, and I do expect this one to be like the fusion that takes the longest. So it's okay for it to take a little longer, but I'm hoping to get through 5 of these in 4 hours, and the first hour is gone. So, well, who knows? Maybe I'll just need to do a part 3.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised when you laid out your schedule, and it was just like, I'm like, I don't know. You take your time.
Well, I'm thinking about it. Let's see if I pull anything good on Pocket this morning.
Oh, did I put? Oh, I did. Wrong layer.
Especially since like you tend to finish what you start, and you want to do it well, so.
Yeah, Hoffa, I can definitely agree with that. I feel like they should have used a lot more of the design ethos from Gen 4's Kanto to build onto what they did for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, instead of trying to be so, like, faithful to the original designs.
I mean, it's certainly not a perfect game, but I had a lot of fun playing it. So.
Oh yeah, like it's not a game I can outwardly point at and be like, bad game, bad game. Like, I have issues with it, but I have issues with a lot of modern Pokemon.
Yeah. I mean, my main complaint about modern Pokemon is the like aesthetic direction that it's going in.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
And honestly, one of the reasons I like Let's Go is that it's still the best looking Pokemon game on the Switch, or at least the most intentional and cohesive looking. Even if you don't particularly like that aesthetic, which I know is something that Hoffa complains about, but even if you don't like the way that it looks, it is still the most consistent and feels like they actually had an idea in their minds and they went for it and they did it well.
I would argue that Legends Arceus also does something similar. Maybe not to as good of an extent, but the art design and direction through Legends Arceus felt very consistent.
Legends Arceus looks great on characters and Pokemon. It does
But
not. It does not
Go
look as good on landscapes and like buildings. Like it's not as it's not as consistent.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just pulled full art of Lima.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, that just caught me completely off guard.
Let's Go is like it feels perfectly consistent throughout.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, okay, I see that point. I can agree with both of those points, Sharon and Rafa. The clouds and the skyboxes are some of my favorite things about Legends Arceus. Like, the big thing that sold me on Breath of the Wild when it first came out was how much it looked like a watercolor painting, and I feel like Legends Arceus kind of perfected that vibe. Personally.
Okay, so I think this is it. I might need to refine things a little bit more as I ink it, but maybe not even, honestly. We were talking about making the head smaller, so let's try that.
Yeah, I feel like the head is like 25% too big for its body.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Moth Beanie. I will wholeheartedly agree with that, especially for Scarlet and Violet as well. The town art direction is amazing. The towns look visually interesting. They have some sort of really cool gimmick to each one. Absolutely. It's everything in between those towns. There's fuck all to do, and it's just boring, and that is my biggest gripe with Gens 8 and 9, is there's just nothing to fucking do. And like older games could get away with that, because like if you really look at the grander scheme of older games, a lot of those in between areas in other games, there was fuck all to do. But it still felt like you were exploring. It still felt like you were discovering cool shit. Not just, oh, this is just a big empty open field and there's some mountains like 300 yards that way.
So I feel like the cities also feel, especially in Scarlet Violet, feel really empty because you can't go inside any of the buildings, really.
Absolutely, because like, even though the towns can look as interesting and complex as you want, but if you can't do anything in those towns other than visit a Pokemon Center or go battle a gym leader, then what's the fucking point of having anything other than those?
Okay, that part I agree with, but I feel like I'm one of the very few people that doesn't care about having about the ability to go inside buildings.
Yeah, I'm not saying like go into every single house, but like, you know, there should be a small collection of people willing to let you in and give you advice.
I liked it because it made it feel like a place that people actually live.
Yeah, I mean, in places where people actually live, you don't usually barge into their houses, uninvited.
Yeah, but it's like exploring in a game way, and it's like I feel like I'm exploring like this universe and seeing people actually living in it, and also I just like the idea of like going into nooks and crannies and finding random things, like someone who wants to trade you a Pokemon or give you items.
Yeah, and they could have even left those things out of buildings and just had them be people in the street, but they just kind of didn't.
Yeah, like I said, that I absolutely agree with. Like,
yeah.
I don't even know what the point of Zapapico is, because like the only thing to do there is like get the armor to evolve Charcadet, and so like an entire city cannot be justified by one NPC interaction.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Or like whatever city that was where Grusha's gym is. That's literally just the Pokemon Center and a gym. Like,
Well, that's not a city, so like, yeah, that's a little different because it isn't meant to be a city. But
see, that was I never put that together. I thought it was I thought it was called like a little city or something. But
no, it's
No,
just
isn't that
it's just the
like a
top of the
ski
mountain,
thing?
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
to be
more
fair,
like
I
a
played-
ski resort than a
to
town.
be clear, Violet once when it came out and haven't touched Gen 9 since.
That's fair. I'm trying to make the head shape a little bit more heart-like so that it retains more enamorousness.
If we're trying to do that, could I suggest maybe making the lower part of the chin a tad more pointed?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just thinking of. First step was to curve the top, but now I see that it needs to like lean into or like stretch into the neck more.
I think we could give it Enamorus' ears.
I don't know. I don't know about that one. I see where your head's at. I don't hate it. I'm just not sure about it. Like, where would they go? Like, coming out of the face or like on the side of the horns?
I
Yeah,
feel
more-
like it would be like flush with the horns, kind of like where you already have the line for the 3D-ness of the horns.
Okay. Okay, I could see it. I'm not 100% sure how well it would work, but I can see it.
Well, I'll give it a shot. But yeah, that's a good heart head.
Yeah.
I was thinking, what minimally gross addition could we add to give it a little bit more Enamorus features?
Right.
Like ear.
Yeah.
But I think also, like, even if we did 4 horns instead of just the one, I think that wouldn't be too much horn. It's not too horny.
I don't know. I think 2 horns might be the sweet spot.
I like the one horn because it pairs well with the kind of face divider.
That's fair.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because then it's
Yeah.
just like the horn is just at the tip of that divider.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I almost didn't notice that at first. Okay, I get that now.
But let's see if we. Okay, what if instead of making an ear proper, I just kind of emphasize this area here as an ear. So it'll just kind of be there. And then I can give the little hair curls here because Lunala has this kind of shape framing the face that I had actually removed because I wanted to make it simpler. But if there's a kind of spike framing upwards and there's the little hair coming down in the same spot.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it would all like kind of blend together
Yeah.
while still being like clearly distinct parts of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That was exactly what I was imagining, and you put it in better words.
Okay. Now, how much of it would be visible on the other side? Not much, I think. Like the ear, yes, but not the little hair.
Yeah.
Just
I still wonder what happened to Houndoom's ears.
They calcified and became his horns.
I don't like how much sense that makes.
For some odd out of my head, I'll be right back.
Charon is objecting to the number of horns on the fact that Thunderous is the one that has only one horn,
Well,
which is a
good
fair
thing
objection. Sorry?
Well, good thing we're not just making an Enamorus. We're making a amalgamation, and it only gets one of Enamorus's horns.
Okay. Yeah, it's already been an hour and 20 minutes, so let's polish this one off. I guess if I get through 3 of them, and then I do 3, or maybe 4 next time, and I do a part 3, I guess that's okay. I guess that gives me more time to actually complete those features for raid Pokemon. So,
What should this one be called? Lunalis or something like that?
I have returned.
Maybe we need just like a completely original name.
Oh, for this guy?
Yeah.
Knocked Phyllis. I don't know.
Not Phyllis?
Knocked Phyllis. Like I was trying to take like the Latin roots for knocked and like smash them together. Ended up making something that sounds like a rejected Harry Potter spell, but
I just thought you hated the name Phyllis.
Yeah, that's also what I thought. How I heard it. Not Phyllis. We can call it anything, but not Phyllis.
I was actually trying to be clever, man.
I like Loves Me Knocked.
That is unironically kind of a good one.
Flipping us off.
Now, is it flipping those? Are those fingers, or are those more like tufts of shit, and it's just all one big appendage?
I mean, it looks like it has 3 fingers.
Yeah, I mean, considering that Lunala is a bat, I'm pretty sure those are supposed to be fingers.
Okay, valid.
Does the snake actually need a mouth so that it is actually noticeably the snake?
Wait.
That's fair.
Oh, yeah.
I guess it does have a mouth. I'll do something there.
You can just have like lines. Or we give the snake Enamorus's lips.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
No, it's not.
Do I have it? Joke idea becomes real. There we go.
Well, it hasn't become real yet.
I know, I'm just confident.
The other thing I was thinking is like how Enamorus, the snake has like those heart patterns that run down it. Maybe add those star patterns that we're using down the backs of those snakes.
Oh yeah, I did say that earlier. But I don't know if it's too much patterning then.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I don't. I didn't hear you say that earlier, Gano, but I did consider it, and I feel like it's too much.
You commented on it. You probably just forgot.
Wow. Yeah. No, I really don't remember you mentioning it. But yeah, I do think that it might be too much.
Gotcha.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, Sharon's got blackmail.
I take it back. I take it back. I didn't say it.
Okay, so now biology theory that I just came up with that's probably pretty fucking stupid. Doesn't the fact that Enamorus has lips imply that it suckles as a young?
No, because there are plenty of animals that suckle that don't have lips.
Ah, okay, see, so never mind. I didn't know that, actually. I genuinely thought that was like a mammalian trait.
Well, yes, but how many mammals have lips?
That's a damn good question, Gano.
Not a lot.
I don't know what the biological definition of a lip is, so I can't answer.
I think it's like apes, monkeys, and some ruminants like cows and horses.
Okay, so according to r/Ask Science, so take this with a grain of salt. All mammals do have mouths and therefore have the boundary that could be considered lips. However, because that boundary is not always necessarily visible to the same extent as those on primates, they may not all be considered lips. So,
True. But also, Mothbeanie just commented, there's also fish that have lips and they don't suckle.
okay, valid.
Welcome to Libris' stream, where we suddenly find ourselves talking about suckling.
Wispy White Smoke, unhinging Libris' streams, circa 2019.
Oh yeah, Breakfast is entered chat.
God, I still remember the first time I saw Bruxish. It was
I wish I
horrifying.
didn't remember Bruxish.
I wish I didn't remember Bruxish either, but I'm always going to remember the first time I saw one.
Is Brux? I'm surprised Brux just wasn't in the bottom 10.
I feel like because its design is complex enough to be interesting, so it's not like it gets points for not being boring, I guess.
Well, so in the least popular, we are going down to number 12 because of the duplicates.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show that on stream again since I still have it open. So because of the duplicate Jinx and Smoochum and the two Enamoruses, we are going down to number 12. And look at who's number 13.
It's
Bruxish.
She just barely makes it out.
Yeah. By the way, it's also a crime that Volbeat and Illumise are so low.
Yeah, I don't
Hey.
mind them. Yeah.
I get it only because they have exactly one interesting thing about their design, and it's only really noticeable if they're together.
Look, I get them being boring, but boring isn't what puts you at the bottom of the popularity tier.
What irritates me is Simisear. I fucking love Simisear, man. I'm the only person on Earth who likes Simisear.
Yes, that is probably true.
Yeah, that is definitely true.
That's for the stupidest reason too. Back in the day, I did a Wonder Lock on Pokemon X, and one of my first Pokemon I got was a Pansear off of Wonder Trade named It's Lit in all caps. And that motherfucker took me to the Elite Four, man. It's Lit was a powerhouse. Which Volbeat was more insect-like in the face. I feel like you could say that for both Volbeat and Illumise, and that would make their designs better.
Yeah, I could see that, but doesn't put it nearly close to the bottom for me.
I want to know what Girder did to go so low on the listings, man. What did he do?
Veins.
Exist.
The veins.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, like, it is not a feature that bothers me, but I have seen a lot of people complain about it. Especially Indigo. Indigo complains about the Timberline's veins all the time.
Hmm. And what's wrong with female Oinkologne? What's wrong with female Oinkologne?
Yeah, I mean, to me, that's another one that is also just boring.
Like, why are you here? Like, yeah, it's not offensive. It's not bad. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it certainly isn't Jinx or Enamorus, but
yeah.
um,
And what about Diggersby? Why? Okay, whoever's using this site has no taste.
well, I feel like because this is let's see, what's the number, total number of ratings at the moment? 154. So every Pokemon design has been rated by 154 different people, and that's what the averages are based on. So you can't really say that oh, these specific people have no taste, because that's a lot of people to...
That's kind of the bit, though. That is.
Yeah, no, I know, but you could say, because most of the people who use this website are in my audience, you could say my audience has no taste.
Hey, you said it, not me, man.
But what I think is more likely is that this just reflects the tastes of a significant portion of the Pokemon community, and a significant portion of the Pokemon community doesn't like I guess ugly feminine Pokemon, because that's what female Oinkologne and Enamorus and Jinx all kind of have in common.
Okay, and I can see that, and I can respect that. But Diggersby, though.
Well, Diggersby is a whole different problem.
So then, conversely, now I'm curious who's at the top of the list.
In the most popular?
Yeah, we got Flygon, Umbreon, Ninetales, Alolan variant, Mudkip, Bulbasaur, Lapras, Vulpix, Alolan, Volcarona, Spheal. Yeah, okay. Bunch of cute, cool, powerful Pokemon. My boy is number 17. Hell yeah. That makes me happy.
I haven't looked down that far.
Cyndaquil.
Cyndaquil, okay.
Yeah, Cyndaquil hit top 20. I'm happy.
I was like, is it Cyndaquil? Is it Quilava? Like, I don't know.
Hey, if it was any of the three, I would have been satisfied.
Well, yeah, that's why I didn't know which one it was.
Yeah. Yeah, Trash Wormadam is interesting. It's my least
Oh, another
favorite
ugly feminine Pokemon, yeah.
Yeah, but I won't say it's outright bad, but it is my least favorite of the 3 Wormadams.
It's
Yeah.
my favorite of the 3.
Conceptually, I love it. I would like it better if it felt more like it was made of trash, but I'm not sure how to do that without overtly making it more ugly than it already is.
I don't know. I feel like it could have better colors at least.
Yeah. Like, pink never really struck me as a steel type color, or even just a trash color.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Mothbeanie, I'm sorry, but that take on Diggersby and Crabominable, you reverse those 2 Pokemon in that statement, then I'll agree with you.
Don't slander Crabominable like that.
Yeah, this is a pro-Crabominable community.
Shit, alright, I guess I gotta go join Austin's stream. Sorry, guys. Is Austin even streaming right now? I don't even think he is. I don't even think he does, really. If he does, he doesn't do it on YouTube, that's for damn sure.
I'm not sure who you're talking about.
Loxton.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought that might be the case, but I have never seen him stream at all, so...
His channel has exactly 1 stream from 2 months ago where he was showing off the Swirling Seasons demo that he just released publicly. I totally didn't just pull that up to fact check myself.
That is the fan game based on his region?
Yes.
That's
And
cool.
the demo looks really good. I actually was meaning to download that the other day when I saw his release video. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Cool. SwirlingSeasons.rar has been downloaded.
Well, let me know what you think of it.
When I get home from work tonight, I might sit in game chat and stream it so people could take a look at it if they don't want to download it themselves.
Sure, yeah. I haven't seen anything from it, but I'm curious about it.
I've been keeping up with it since he started doing his region series way back when, and so I've been super hyped for this coming out. And with everything he brought up in his last video about the new stuff he's been adding and changes he's been making, I'm super excited for this first chapter.
Cool.
And yeah, Sharon, you're correct. I think I would like it even less if Enamorus was pretty or more girly. So that is a benefit. It is at least not that stereotype. It's typical.
Yeah, at least she's not busty. That's yeah.
Yeah, like I think it would have been already so much better if Enamorus had not been skinny. Like if it had been buff like all of the other ones.
Yeah, make Enamorus a muscle mommy.
Yeah, and
Also, I think
or
even-
if it wasn't pink.
go ahead.
Hmm.
I would also say even if it was the exact same design but still a male Pokemon.
Oh, make Enamorus a twink instead.
That would also help.
Cool. Yeah.
I need to translate that comment.
They say, I just arrived. I like the idea of the video. And
Oh.
I'm sorry. I have no idea what I should call you based on that username. But welcome.
Yeah, that's a good point, Sharon. I like it. I feel like if they would have just made it a more, not necessarily masculine, but male-presenting design, then I think it would have been a lot better.
Yeah. There's just so much they could have done differently to kind of mitigate it, and they basically chose the worst option.
I don't want to say. I just feels like Enamorus was an afterthought. Like it feel like she wasn't designed for Legends Arceus and was just kind of someone had the idea and they said, all right, we'll just put it in this game because we can't think of anything to do with it in Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, I don't know.
They wanted an unpronounceable username. Well, then I shall dub ye T4. T4 is a good truncation of that, I think.
Oh yeah, the end of it. Yeah, that's good. T4.
T4 or Tiffany.
I'm less confident about that one. I think Enamorus could be thicker or fat, or like something thick without muscular definition. There are thick people who are neither fat nor ripped. Yeah. Give it more of like a quote-unquote average body shape instead of it being obscenely scrawny.
I just want it to be as muscular as the rest of them. Like,
I mean, I like muscle mummies too, Garno, but they have a point.
well, no, because I'm like, if the other three have the exact same body, why not this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's like, to me that's the problem with it, is like they made it different but for some reason. Right? So like, because they made it different, there has to be a reason, and I can't think of a reason except that they wanted to make it feminine.
Yeah.
And that is a bad reason.
Yeah, definitely.
Just test.
Yes, very nice.
Is it too salty?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I love how I hear you trying whatever Indigo brought you as I'm watching Indigo bring you the thing she brought you.
Classic.
Sorry, what?
Wispy said, I love how I hear you try whatever Indigo brought you while I watch Indigo bring you whatever she brought you. Because the voice chat is live, but they are watching the stream video, which is
that's like
delayed.
like a delay or something like that.
Yeah.
The future. Yes. It was just custard.
Ooh, I want some custard.
Oh man, I'm gonna be over 2 hours just on this one.
Now I gotta go get donuts on my way to work, man.
I can't believe you made me look at Enamorus for 2 hours.
Right, man? What the fuck, dude?
Well, it's not entirely my fault, because part of the problem is that it got paired with Lunala, and both of these are difficult Pokemon to work with.
If you could have picked which Pokemon you paired with Enamorus, which one would you have done?
Good question. I have not thought about it. I'd have to consider, or like look through what the options were again. To see what I come up with, but I think I would pick something that is cool and simple. So honestly, maybe something like an Umbreon.
Umbreon and Wolfface sound like good choices.
Yeah. Maybe Vulpix would go well as well.
Oh, actually, yeah, I can kind of see it.
Yeah. Not cool, but very cute, very pretty,
cold.
and very simple
Not
as well.
Cool, but cold.
What'd you say, Connor?
Not cool, but cold.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I could see that working really well, actually. As a fellow Brazilian, T4 wanted to hear from you. Would you be disappointed if, since they're making Legends ZA a single city, that when they do a Brazil region, that it's only Rio de Janeiro like they always do?
Well, like if they make a Brazilian region, I wouldn't be worried about that because it's like Legends that it takes place in an established region, and so it just kind of expands on a location that we already know.
Mm.
And so I don't think that they are going to that they would make a new region that is based on a single city.
Yeah, I feel like that, even as big as Rio de Janeiro is, like, I feel like that would still be the major city in a Brazil region, but not the entire region.
Yeah,
Like,
either
there's
Rio.
no way they wouldn't put the Amazon in there.
Well, you see, that's kind of the thing. That's like the part 2 of the answer, is that I don't think they even should make a Brazil region, because Brazil is way too vast to be condensed to the same size, conceptually, to the same size as Hawaii,
Yeah. I feel like if they were to do any Southern American regions or like Central American regions, they should do what they did with Unova and split the vast landmass that is the United States up into several regions.
Yeah. It like geographically, Unova is mostly New York and New Jersey, and
a little bit of upstate New York, but not really.
yeah, and like I guess like culturally it has elements from other parts of the U.S., but like New York is a really big city that has the melting pot or whatever, like everyone is there kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so it kind of makes sense to have some cultural influences from other parts of the country. But like, I would not say that Unova is an American region, right?
Yeah,
it is a New York region. And so like that makes
Yeah.
sense.
So is Brazil split up into provinces similar to like Canada or the United States?
Yeah, we have 26 states, plus the federal districts, like DC, basically.
Gotcha. Okay, so then what about like it would be like a small series of regions that each would it would be like a combination of maybe 1 or 2 or 3 of those separate states.
Yes. So that could work, and then in that case you would probably have a southwestern Brazil region is where Rio would be.
Mm-hmm.
And so it would be like Rio, São Paulo, and some of the surrounding areas as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if we could do 4 regions for different parts of Japan, you can do a lot for Brazil.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
And so, like, in that case, then I don't think it's so much of a problem for them to focus on Rio, because they would be focusing geographically in that area. But yeah, it would have to be the kind of thing that just takes over, or takes place over a much smaller region and or like a much smaller area of Brazil, rather than something that you would just call the Brazil region.
Yeah.
And in that case, you wouldn't have the Amazon.
Yeah.
Like, the Amazon is nowhere near Rio.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, north and south, very different areas.
Yeah.
I mean, with how vast the Amazon is and how many different countries it does go through, I would honestly prefer the Amazon forest itself to be its own region, similar to something like the Ore region.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like different bits of like Colombia, Venezuela, Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how the Ore region is like bits of Nevada, Arizona, Southern California, like.
Yeah.
And then have a lot of it just be kind of like vast, mostly unlivable wilds with like a few spotted points of civilization here and
there. Yes, Rio does have a nice forest in it, and like it would Rio would work well for a ZA type of game.
Mm-hmm.
But it should not be made into a whole region by itself.
Mothbeanie. I want. Sorry. Go ahead, Lieber.
I was just going to say to T4 in case they don't know and can't tell by the jersey that I'm wearing that I'm from Rio.
I actually didn't know you were specifically from Rio. I knew you were from Brazil. I just didn't know what part.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's already been said because I was away, but yeah, it could be like a Rio-based region, and then the Amazon is the DLC.
That I would do it the other way around personally.
Sure, whatever.
But yeah, a DLC similar to Kitakami, where it is a like an entirely separate region. Yeah, that could work.
Yeah.
And it's like you get on the plane, you go.
But even then, like I wouldn't want the main region to be based on Rio the city. If it was based on Rio the state, and maybe like a little bit of São Paulo and a little bit of Minas, which are the and Espírito Santo, which are the like neighboring states, then that could work. But yeah. I would not want a region that is based exclusively on the city of Rio.
And that's actually, I kind of feel very similar with that sentiment as what Mothbeanie was saying about California. California should not be just one region. Absolutely not. As someone who's lived in NorCal my entire life, it is at least 3, bare minimum. An argument could be made for 2, but that's a 3-region state, my guy.
So I would just like to point out that you're like, oh, I'm already like over time, and you're like redrawing a star.
Called out.
Well, what am I gonna do?
I said it's like this is very ambitious.
What do these look like? Okay, yeah.
It's just like you're not a perfectionist, but you want it done well, and you want it like you're kind of just like.
Speaking of, we never did give the snakes their mouths.
No, we didn't do that.
The lips. They need the lips.
I just haven't gotten there yet. I have not forgotten.
Oh, cool. I just found out I'm off today.
Nice.
I was about
does that
to...
mean,
Oh, go ahead.
does that mean we are having some good free run time today?
Oh, absolutely. We could actually watch Freyrin at like a reasonable time this afternoon.
Well, it depends on Lieber's.
Well, I already said I mean I'm not going to do 5 because I have other plans at 2:30, so like that is the latest I can go.
The other plans.
But yes, I might not do 5 today. I might do just 3, and then I'll have a part 3. Like that's okay, and I'll have more time to finish. It's fine.
I don't know. Might just be 1.
Sharon, I know for sure this year's are in Anaheim for Worlds. I don't know about next year's. I wasn't able to find anything for that one. Yo, wait, Worlds are in Anaheim this year. I might be able to go to Worlds. Oh, shit! My grandmother lives like 30 minutes out of Anaheim. Like, oh, fuck, I might be able to go to Worlds.
Yeah, go for it. It's awesome.
Gunnar, you gonna fly out to Anaheim to come to Worlds with me?
When is it? When?
T4, if you are not from the area of Rio nor the Amazon, what part of Brazil are you from? There are many parts of Brazil, so I can't just say, well, if T4 is not from these two, then they must be from... No idea.
Oh, the tickets are already sold out. Damn it, never mind.
Oh, the tickets have already gone on sale? I don't remember hearing about it.
It said spectator registration has now closed, so...
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense. You're working on a Rio Grande do Sul region, and you're from Rio Grande do Sul.
Oh, 2020. Yo, okay. Oh, 2026 is San Francisco. That's actually like 2 hours from where I live. I could actually like just make that trip.
And you
So I may not go
can, and you
this
can
year.
plan for it at the like make a reminder and stuff.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Lips or no lips?
No lips. No lips. Absolutely not.
I honestly love it.
Lips as a pattern, maybe. Not defined three-dimensional lips.
I mean, it's a
They look
snake, so
good.
it's gonna be like. Or do you just mean like not outlined?
I don't think they should look like Enamorus's lips. I think it should look like the mouth on the snake, personally.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it gives it a little bit of a little spiciness.
You're not wrong. It's just something about it unsettles me, and I can't explain why.
Also, in addition to it flipping us off, it also looks like it's like scratching under the snake's chin, like giving it little scritches.
Yeah, I like Moth Beanie's idea. If we're gonna keep that shape, I would keep the outer outline and not do the dividing.
I think
Oh, you
that
mean
works, yeah.
you mean this part?
Give it a couple minutes for us to see the change.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a lot better.
I mean, yeah, that's a good compromise.
Yeah, I think it works. Okay.
I just don't think we should have the high dragon thing going on where they're two actual other heads. I think it works a lot better if they're decoys, for lack of a better term.
Well, but it is an actual snake.
Is it? I thought it was just her tail.
Yes, it is a snake that is her tail.
Is it? Because the other ones have tails that don't have heads, but
I mean, yeah, but
Oh, because
Enamorus is already fucking weird.
It's based off of the turtle that has a snake for a tail. That's an actual snake, right?
Oh,
Well,
I didn't know that.
for the other form,
Yeah, for the Therian form.
yeah.
Huh. Let's see. Oh yeah, and it only has one Pokedex entry, so it doesn't say anything about whether it's real or not. This is our next big debate.
Wait, hold on. I was returning a text message. What's going on? Why are you pink? Why is he pink?
Oh, that's just the default color when I'm making my color layers.
Gotcha.
So it'll be something.
Yes, Charon's on my side. Actual snake, actual tail. And I'm definitely counting this as twin tails for the bingo.
Oh God, I completely forgot about Lieber's stream bingo. Damn it.
It's up at the top of chat. The link to it.
Call chat or
Call chat.
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry. YouTube chat.
Oh. Okay. Generate card. Then scroll back down to present chat. Alright, I got the free space. We mentioned Busty and Enamorus. That's not safe for work. Indigo's making custard.
Wispy's just like, what are all the things I can get?
Hey, at least since I've been
Ethan,
here. At least since I've been here.
I'm one Ethan away from a bingo.
An in-between color, like a pale red. Where are you thinking, T4? Because I kinda see how it would complement the other two, but I'm not sure where it would go.
I kind of think the arms should be pink instead of white or gray.
I also feel like the arm should be pink.
I don't know, because I'm debating where or if to put yellow on anything, because Enamorus has yellow eyes and Lunala has the like golden rim and stuff, right? So I'm debating whether yellow should go anywhere.
Yellow on the stars.
Yellow on the stars and like the pupils of the eyes.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that Lunala has the yellow underside to the head and to the neck, but then but then the skeleton is white, and so I wanted to keep that contrast.
Gotcha.
So that's where my thought was at.
I still think the skeleton should be pink just because Enamorus' main body is pink. And, like, to have that consistency. But then we can change the head, the underside, I think, to
Well, okay, hear me out.
be yellow and gold.
How about
Or
we
yellow
keep,
and...
how about we keep the skeleton the lighter shade and then make the actual torso that same pink while keeping the wings that kind of like cosmic-y purple?
There will be the glowing heart that I didn't outline because it's not going to be outlined, but it's
the glowing heart.
Yeah, I forgot about the heart.
Yeah, so I figured that would be pink.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, I could see that. That'll break that up nicely.
Yeah, and then pink body with pink glowing heart wouldn't be great. Or what if we do pink body, yellow glowing heart?
That's a thought. I would have to see the two next to each other or like back to back anyways.
Good night, Ahmed.
Thanks for hanging out, Ahmed.
Good night, Ahmed. I'm sorry you can't hang out longer.
Okay, I'll come on this side. Hello. I've done making my thing. Now I'll be making the next thing.
Okay, what was the first thing you made?
The Nymo bars.
Nice. Does anyone know what those are?
Yeah.
I do not. I was going to ask if you could elaborate on what that confectionery could be.
Yeah, so it's a very Canadian thing, invented in Nanaimo, BC. I like calling them the Nine Eyes, or Or I will do like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Nine-Nine! Anyways, but yeah, so they're technically a no-bake dessert, but like semantics.
Yeah.
So it is a layer of like graham cracker, like a coconutty, nutty like bottom with like chocolate.
Mm.
And then
Okay.
it has a layer of custard, and then like chocolate ganache or just melted chocolate on top.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, actually, I'll grab my cookbook with the photo of it.
You know, T4, that's a very good way to come up with a username. B, that is a very interesting shade of green. That's kind of cool. Or I guess dark cyan. Sorry, that's what the website calls
So-
this color.
Yeah, should we just call them cyan then?
There you go.
I'm down.
The stream chat people are gonna have to wait before the book shows up for them.
Yes.
But keep an eye out.
There we
You'll see the book.
Oh, I
We
see
can
it.
see
It
it,
looks
we see it.
delicious. That looks so good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take the opportunity to go on a rant.
Oh, please, happily.
So I think so this is the picture that you saw is a very classic like ratio for Nanaimo bars. However, I disagree with it.
Okay.
So I think the bottom layer and the custard layer need to be the same ratio. So that like bottom layer is like double the like custard layer, and I think that's an abomination.
Oh yeah, you can never have too much custard.
Yeah, so it's just like so when I make them, I always double the custard because it's just like that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, no, exactly. Same.
So it's just like it has to be 1-to-1 ratio. 1-to-1 ratio is ideal. If the custard is more, I'm okay with it. Because like that person knows what's up. But like
slight topic shift, because that just reminded me of another thing. So there's this chain of donut shops out here, and I don't know if they're anywhere else, but I know they're in Sacramento. But you get your dozen donuts, and instead of getting them like jelly filled or anything like that, they give you like 3 dozen syringes of filling that you fill your own donuts with to your own heart's content.
oh wow.
It's wonderful, and triple filled custard eclairs are the best thing on this earth. That's where I was going with this.
Wow.
I don't know. It kind of sounds like they're just making you do the work.
Someone's asking in Discord if they could join. I'm assuming the answer is yes.
In Discord.
Oh, the faceless dudes are on voice call.
Dua,
Oh.
you didn't
Do
need
what?
to,
Ah!
I don't
Oh,
think
hey,
you needed to
Dua.
wait for permission. For permission, like I just showed up.
Yeah, no. If you
I
have
just
access to
wanted
this
to-
channel, you are welcome to join.
Thank you. I wasn't sure. I wanted to ask first, so I didn't interrupt anything if I accident.
Nah, you're
So
good.
courteous.
But yeah, what was another thing? Oh yeah, so the other thing with the Nanaimo bar, I have seen the occasional one where it's like 1-to-1-to-1. That is also an abomination.
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
So I'm very passionate about it. But yeah, a bunch of cookbooks that I was like looking at, like they all have the the thicker bottom and then like a thin layer of custard, and I'm just like, what is wrong with you people? So, anyways, so I mean,
Indigo, you'd like
that's the way that I like.
Our kremschnita, a custard cake, basically, from my part of the world.
Mm. Is it kind of like a cheesecake?
No, it's just custard.
Well, I meant like in like how it's constructed, not like.
No. So the top the middle is custard, and then the top and bottom is pastry.
Interesting.
Man, I
sounds
miss
so good.
Krebsschnitte.
That does sound delicious. I must try this now.
Is it kind of like a vanilla slice or no? Like the French, like dessert?
It is very similar
Okay.
to because it is also vanilla custard. So
Yeah.
Mm. Gotcha.
I think it might translate to vanilla slice. Like if we were to give it an American name, I think that's probably. Oh yeah, according to Wikipedia, it is called a vanilla slice, but just
Okay, so yeah, it's
the Slovenian version, or the Slavic version of a vanilla slice.
Cool.
Do I have any Slavic supermarkets or restaurants near where I live?
I don't know, do you?
I don't. Well, I don't know the percentage population of Sacramento having been Slavic. I don't know.
You would
But
know
I know,
more
yeah.
than I would.
Yeah, where I
It's
come
most
from,
common.
it's
It
in every
sometimes
store.
also has whipped cream. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Sharon. I was talking over you.
Yeah, where I come from, it's in every store basically.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I completely forgot Sharon was even in the call. Like I've just been chatting with him in the chat. Like I didn't even realize he was here.
That's his own fault.
I was here before Wispy showed up dropping F-bombs.
I know you were. I even noticed that when I joined the call, and you just didn't say anything. So I haven't been paying attention to the voice call, so I forgot you were even here.
I added
that
an
looks so
example
good.
of one in our stream chat.
I need all of that exists currently on Earth in front of me.
Oh,
That looks
nice.
so good.
Nice. I like the version with the whipped cream in there. That's cool.
Yeah, it looks really good. T4 is wondering if Libris ever has homemade Brazilian food in Canada.
Hi.
Yeah. So, well, I make stroganoff. And Indigo makes, but most frequently, I guess, pão de queijo.
Yeah, it's been a while though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also has been a while actually since I made brigadeiro.
Oh, well,
I gotta take care of that.
I guess we gotta make a day of it.
Yeah.
I don't know what either of those things are.
Well, come visit, and we'll serve it to you.
Yes. And
I need to
have-
learn some Norwegian recipes.
Sorry.
I need to learn some Norwegian recipes.
Oh yeah, because you don't live in Norway, so you probably have the same problem, right? Of craving food from home.
Yeah, I've been wanting to learn how to make svele for a while, which is basically just it's like pancakes but different. I don't like American
Okay.
pancakes but different. I don't know how to explain it. And if I send a picture, you'll just think it's pancakes. They taste different.
My
I think
eye might be able to know the difference.
they're a lot softer than pancakes from my experience, and they have like they use a very specific kind of milk that I don't think you can really get anywhere else, and that's the main thing stopping me from making them.
Hmm.
Oh, I know. Oh, Jasper,
I'll send.
come here.
I need
They're
something more
also-
to-
Oh, she totally
Sorry.
knows what I want to do.
No, don't worry.
Okay, get your bingo cards
Uh,
ready.
But also continue though.
They're also like kind of like local, like a local thing to where I live,
That
specifically like. They serve them on ferries a lot.
I need to learn more German recipes.
Oh, there's an attachment.
I get to add Kitty into my bingo.
You're welcome.
Oh, yay!
Oh, they do look just like pancakes. This one.
They look, yeah.
Yeah. This one. Yeah. So this one I don't know.
So with
Uh,
Kitty, I got a bingo.
Nice.
Oh, right on.
You hear that, Jasper? Good job.
Oh, cat food? You can find cat food, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's. Wait, is it kefir? I'm not sure if it's kefir. Wait, hold on, let me.
T4, which faceless dude? There's 4 of us now.
Yes. There are a lot of people currently in the voice chat because they are channel patrons, which is very, very nice of them. Considering I haven't been doing a lot.
Maybe for future streams, like I don't know.
Oh wait,
Um,
yeah, it is Kefir. Sorry.
the
You're
first.
gonna have to specify who the first one is. My guy. like the first one here might have been Ghana or Sharon. I don't know. I wasn't here. But
First one here was me.
Okay, the question about the art. So I like the way it is, except for on the face, because Lunala has the neck and the bottom, the chin and the frame, I guess, in yellow, and then the actual face, the actual snout, is in white.
yeah.
So I do feel like it needs to have that contrast somewhere. Should I just make?
Why not?
Should I just
Why
make the
just
snout
make it
white?
yellow? Or why not just make that yellow?
The chin?
Yeah. Well, the neck and underside thing.
Well, I could, but because I have made the snakes are pink, and the snakes are replacing, part of the part that is
Yeah.
yellow.
Oh yeah, fair.
So I would just make the jaw piece that same whitish gray that you're using for the skeleton.
yeah. Since we already have that off-white, making the chin that is fine. I think.
Okay.
Also, the lipstick on I now my brain blanked.
No worries. You reminded me that
Enamorus,
I had hidden the outline of the lips on the snakes, which I need to bring back, and will of course be white.
Yes.
Yeah, the lipstick on Enamorus is also white, so the jaw on the fusion being white would make
Yes.
sense as well.
Yeah.
That's
Good
what I was
point,
gonna
good
say.
So for the inner wing bit, are we gonna keep that like the kind of bat finger bones going that Lunala has, or do we want to do like kind of like a cosmic pattern kind of deal, or?
Aside from shading, I was going to leave it as is, but what do you guys think?
Cosmic pattern sounds really cool.
Yeah, like it looks like, because from what I'm looking at, it kind of looks like the cloud that it's sitting on is like falling and fading back into like an extra dimensional space in the wings, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean that's the effect I was going for.
Yeah, and so
Yeah,
I feel like it would
the inside should be like,
Starry pattern or something.
like Cosmoem and what's the first one? Nebi.
Cosmog.
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 Yeah, it doesn't have enough get in the fucking bag yet.
I think even like doing a gradient like Cosmog and then with the stars would be nice.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder if there shouldn't be floating hearts all over that.
I'm not sure about hearts. I feel like the heart motif is present enough with A, just the general silhouette, B, the head, and C, the like chest markings. I feel like the heart is pretty present, personally.
Okay, maybe we can hide the other 3 horns in there.
Oh.
Oh wait, like Cosmog is already a cloud. Why not just make the whole cloud and inside of the wings Cosmoggy?
I kind of like the separation of the cloud, personally. I don't think the cloud should be the whole cosmic fog.
And I like keeping the enamorousness of the cloud, or I guess the force of natureness of the cloud.
Mm-hmm. I feel like if we take away the cloud like that, or like change it too much, it starts to lose too much of the Enamorus.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're not wrong, Bono. You're not wrong. But
Out of the bag and flipping us off.
yeah, that is correct. Nebby has had enough of Lily's shit. I don't know if you guys ever watched Patters back in the day when he was doing a lot more of the Nuzlocke runs and all of that. But he had a bit whenever he would play Sun and Moon where Nebby was just a flat out conspiracy theorist. And it was pretty funny because it was a British kid making fun of American conspiracy theories. It was so funny.
Do you think the ear spaces that aren't really ears, do you think those should be white?
I was literally just about to say to make them white, like right before you said that.
Yeah, like because I feel like that's still part of the jaw structurally, so it would make sense for it to be the same color. And it also kind of helps break up all that solid pink of the mantle a bit.
Yeah, I agree.
And white lips.
Yes, getting to that. All right, so I think once I finish coloring in the slip, I
don't know if this is too much of a change. It's not a big thing, but what if we make the actual pupil more like Lunala's pupil, where it's like the glowing white outline?
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, I could see that being.
But what I was going to ask is, should I, like, do you guys want to? I've already been doing this for 2 hours. Do you guys want to watch me, like, finish rendering this and do shading and that kind of stuff, or do we want to move on to the next fusion?
So we're already 2 hours through this 4-hour stream. I think we should move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Let's keep Enamorus on the screen.
But yeah. I like that bit. Just keep Enamorus there, but we'll still move on.
I personally like watching you finish the whole thing, but I think I'm the minority, and I'm fine with moving on.
I also really enjoy finishing the renderings too, but I'd like to see the other one get started at least.
I mean, there will be other streams, right, where it happens, if not today. So.
Yeah, but I'm having fun. No, I'm kidding. Not about having fun, but about that being the reason.
Let's move on after you finish colors.
Okay.
Oh, but we need shiny colors. And a name.
Yeah. Oh fuck! Shit.
Do we need shiny colors for a fusion?
I mean, why not? And then I can add. I need to be able to add edgy shiny.
Not fair. I don't have edgy shiny.
I don't even know what colors these shinies are.
Lunala's like red, and then Enamorus, I don't know.
Enamorus shiny like barely changes.
A very simple Lunamore. Very, easy.
Yeah, Lunamore's a good
Luna
name.
Moore is good, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, Lunamore it is, I guess. I have no
Keep
objections to
America
it.
out of it.
So yeah, Lunala and Enamorus' shinies both just get redshifted.
Ooh, they become blood red. Yeah.
Which I think that actually works really well, in my opinion, because then, you got the idea of the blood moon, and then, like, hearts and blood and all of that. I think that, yeah, just make it like
That
a
works.
deep maroon red.
And that
yeah.
blood is edgy, so that's perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly.
See, we're all on the same page. Fuck yeah.
Extra hearts in the wings? I could put like 1 heart on each wing.
I don't think we should put more hearts in the wings. I think the wings should just be stars, like little pinpricks.
Maybe hide like a constellation of a heart.
That is a fantastic idea, actually.
Yeah, I could probably make that work. Do I have a prepared scatter brush? I don't think so.
I like the combination. Even if we were to say pretend that these two Pokemon didn't exist and this was an independent design, like I like that it reminds me of kind of the cliche of like two star-crossed lovers who are like both looking at the moon at night, missing each other.
I didn't even think about that. Gano, you're a fucking literary genius.
I'm just thinking about can we pretend that airplanes are shooting stars?
That would be if we added Garchomp into the fusion.
And then we also need Ron's Beyonce as a Pokemon trainer sprite. Was it Beyonce or was that Rihanna? I could never remember.
It was neither of them.
We add
Are you
Quaxley
kidding me?
and
Did I just
Ponita.
tap myself entirely?
That was B.O.B. with Haley Williams from Paramore.
I actually really like Paramore, so I'm very disappointed in myself for not recognizing that was Haley Williams.
And she sounds nothing like Beyonce or Rihanna.
We're gonna move on from this now, guys. Too bad Wispy makes an ass out of himself isn't part of the bingo card.
I mean, it can be.
God damn it, Doc.
I mean, Gano's the one who made it, so.
We're just
All right, is that cosmic love enough for you guys?
Actually, yeah, I like that.
Cosmic love.
That's awesome.
Good.
That's great, yeah.
Okay.
Also, scroll up to the top of the YouTube chat.
Oh, Libra said that, and I didn't realize you were making something. Oh, never mind. I'm just getting confused with video being behind.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think this is perfect.
Yeah, doesn't seem to be anything at the top of the YouTube chat, but I think it might be cut off.
Here, I got you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I did cut off the beginning of chat.
Here, I got. It's in the call chat for you, Duat.
Thank you.
Yep.
This seems to be a blank template.
Nani. It should say Libra stream generate card, and then it. Like I just
Wait.
opened the exact link I just sent you.
Oh, do I click generate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your card's are ready, but it's all empty. Okay. What?
Oh, weird. I don't know why that's not working.
Yeah, that's
Okay. To render or not to render?
Don't render.
How long would rendering take?
I mean, I guess it depends on how Sugimori-ish I want to make these. If I don't make them Sugimori-ish at all, then not very long.
I will say, the iris, if we really want it to be Lunala iris, it needs to be hollow.
Hollow?
What do you mean?
So the white is like
Oh,
a U
I
shape.
see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Needs a donut hole or whatever.
I'll be right back.
Lunala's a really good Pokemon.
Yeah, I know it's in the top 10.
I meant like design-wise, but yeah.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
I have no idea about competitive. And the shiny is also really good. I heard a lot of hate for both of the shinies when the games came out. And I understand Solgaleo shiny hate. I genuinely cannot understand why anyone would not like shiny Lunala.
Yeah, shiny Lunala is just a badass. Oh yeah, shiny colors. That's what we wanted to do before rendering. I do like the cart constellations too.
Okay, good. Just gonna try to make the clouds kind of fade into the background a little bit more.
These constellations are still more realistic than anything Game Freak put in the game.
Classic Charon.
Oh, I have returned.
Did you not say I'm back on purpose just so I can make that pun?
No, it's actually just a force of habit for me to say I have returned. Like, not for any particular reason. It's just I like being overly dramatic about things.
Yeah, but you took away the high back I'm gonna.
Yeah.
That's just that's just a happy side effect. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Unfortunately, I liked it better before.
Liked it better before. How? What did I miss? Oh, you put the gradient down into the clouds. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
and I can't undo that far. Ugh. All right.
Yeah, I agree. I think the more solid distinction is better.
Ah.
I disagree, but I'm in the minority. I like this.
I have no preference, I think.
I don't dislike it. I just feel like the definition works a little better with it being the same.
Yeah, I can bring in a little extra purple into the clouds with the shading, but yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It didn't do. It didn't look the way that I was hoping it would. So.
Sharon, the other 3 horns are just hidden in the clouds.
No, they're on the back sprite, but we're not rendering the back sprite.
I just realized that Giratina is the 6th genie.
Wait, 6?
Wait, what?
Where are you getting the 5th one? You can't just skip the 5th one, Sharon.
That's all he's gonna say. He's not gonna come back.
I mean, it has 6 horns on its wings. That's all we got.
Okay, but where's number 5?
Oh,
Maybe it's
Sharon
coming in
needs to
ZA.
Sharon needs to find something with 5 horns first.
No, Moth Beanie. The other 3 horns were the friends we made along the way.
I remember one time I heard someone say they thought Samurott was a scrap design for Xerneas.
Sorry, what?
Excuse me?
What?
And that's why Samurott is so different from Duat and Oshawott.
It's not, though. Not
No.
really. Like,
It's,
You broke
it's
with me.
closer to Duat and Oshawott than it is to Xerneas.
yeah, but there's a lot of things you could make that same assessment about.
Yeah.
I'm very confused as to where that take would have even come from.
Right? Like, what, they're both blue quadrupeds with vaguely horn-shaped appendages? Like,
I guess their colors are similar. Even like the horns are even similar colors, but that's all I can.
yeah, like, they would be in a similar color category on Bulbapedia, but, like...
Yeah.
Bulbapedia's color categories are on some fuck shit.
Well, it's not really Bulbapedia's fault. Like that's the Pokedex.
Okay, the
Yeah.
Pokédex's color categories are on some fuck shit.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm doing rendering.
Can I put Libris keeps going after he says he's done?
Well, I didn't say I was done. I just
Yeah.
we just hadn't decided whether I would actually be doing this part or not.
No, yeah.
I mean, I think the majority opinion was to move on, and then no one went against it.
It really just doesn't matter, though. But also concept change, because the concept was to move on.
One of these days, when I do remake this bingo card, I'm gonna put meta bingo on there.
Oh, that's gonna be
What?
too easy.
Yeah, that should just be the free spot, is meta bingo.
But then you'll get one time when the meta bingo just never happens, and you're just like, what?
It's kind of funny.
That's when you make it happen yourself. That's the point of it being meta bingo.
True.
Enamorus got a huge upgrade, and Lunala is like, this is my awkward.
I have identified the 5th genie. It's
I'll say
Minior.
that louder.
I'm just looking at it being like, oh wow, like Enamorus got like this huge upgrade, and Lunala is just like, oh, this is my awkward cousin.
Oh, this cousin Jerry, we don't talk about him.
Sharon, who's the 5th genie?
Minior.
Okay.
I guess I would have said Poltergeist, because at least that's almost like the genie in the lamp.
I mean,
No,
rock
it needs
flying?
to have 5 horns and 2 forms.
Yeah, and it's rock flying.
Oh,
Okay.
so it's a part flying type.
I see
yeah.
the vision.
Yeah. And it does technically have 2 forms. I'm here for it. Technically, it has like 5 forms, doesn't it?
Well, it
Well,
has 2 forms and a bunch of color variations.
Okay.
Yeah. I think 8 color variations.
7.
I was counting the shiny.
There's multiple shinies.
I thought all the shinies were just black.
Not anymore.
Wait, what? No, hold on. No, they did not give Minior 8 fucking shinies.
I think
7.
Yeah, you can only see it in Pokemon Home, right? But there's a like slight tint to the different colors.
Looking at Cerebi, it has the same black shiny for each form.
Is it one of those
Double
things
check
where
on-
it's only different, like
No,
in the code?
I'm looking on Bulbapedia, and it is now darker. It's not black. It is just like darker colors. Like there's a dark green, dark blue, dark purple, dark yellow.
Oh,
Interesting. Hold on.
But yeah, I think it's
Wait, no,
7
so-
colors because
so
7 colors
apparently-
of the rainbow.
In older versions of Home, shiny forms of Minior had the tints, and then it was reverted in new version of Home, with all the forms now being identical with no tint.
Yep, I just found that as well. Yeah. So no,
So the-
Minior only has the 1 shiny for every variant.
So the tint
Why did they do,
went away.
why did they do that? That's so silly.
yeah.
So they gave it 7 shinies, and then they took them away.
Why did they make over 1,000 brand new models for Pokemon Home specifically, only to never fucking use them for anything?
Maybe they reversed it for Minior after they realized that alchemy would cause trouble.
Yeah, I think that might
Oh.
that could be plausible because Alcremie has what, like 87 different fucking forms.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And we thought Malamar was absurd.
Malamar?
Now,
The evolution method, having to turn your 3DS upside down, and then you have Alcremie where you have to like spin 6 times counterclockwise.
At least you don't have to actually spin.
that's,
God,
That would be
imagine
really
they-
funny though if it used the
I was gonna
gyroscope
say,
on your
yeah.
on your Switch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
you have to spin around in a circle.
I think they should make a Spinda evolution where you have to do that.
Oh god,
That would be cool.
that would be funny.
You have to get a Wii balance board.
and he's just confused.
Oh no, product. It's behind a paywall.
I mean, hey, so is half of the fucking game these days. So
Do you think Gen 10 will have an evolution method where you have to use the like Nintendo Switch 2 mice?
oh god, I hope not. Oh
Or
god.
the game chat feature.
Or the game chat feature?
Yeah, no, one Pokemon that only evolves by pushing the game chat button.
I mean, we have a Pokemon that evolves by connecting with other people, so I don't think that is
Yeah.
Yeah.
totally outside of realm of possibility.
Yeah.
God, I hope
You
not,
need-
though. I don't want to have a Pokemon evolution locked behind an NSO subscription, though.
You will have to turn on game chat, and a friend of yours will have to turn on their camera and stick their tongue out.
You have to play charades with the Nintendo Switch camera to evolve your Pokemon.
Wait, what if they reintroduce Pokemon Ami and they use the Nintendo Switch 2 camera?
And Pokemon, I mean, never went away. They just added sandwiches.
True, but like you can do the thing where it tells you to make a face, and then you make the
Yeah.
face, and then it doesn't recognize that you made the face, and then
Oh
it gets
yeah,
sad.
I remember that. That was so stupid.
Giratina says, "Smile. You're not doing it good enough."
I don't think I ever used that, like the face interaction.
It was I got it to work a grand total of twice ever, and
Yeah.
it wasn't any different than just petting your damn Pokemon. Like
I do miss the mini games. Like the
Oh,
X
yeah.
and Y mini games were so good.
they really were.
I love Headed.
Headed was one of the best fucking.
Yeah,
things
I mean that was the only one I ever did.
No, I also love the whole like EV training mini games thing.
Oh,
Oh,
sure,
yeah.
sure, sure. Yeah, okay, that's a little
Yeah, I
different.
still do super training in my dreams.
Honestly, it sounds like
Ain't none of
Sharon.
Ain't none of y'all
Cause,
gonna
like-
beat my high score on Berry Picker though.
Yeah, the super training, and then also the boxing thing, and it was great.
Yeah.
Also, the Pokepelago stuff could use some fleshing out.
Yeah.
If they released Headed as like a $60 like release like on its own, it's just Headed, I would buy it.
Okay, I think I'm gonna call this done.
I like it.
Okay.
This looks great, honestly. Yeah.
It does.
And now that you've called it done, you have to do one more thing.
Okay, what do you think I should do? Does it need highlights somewhere?
It needs the shiny.
I mean, you guys were insisting on the shiny, so maybe I will do it, but I was not. The
personally
shiny
don't
was
know
not
what
part of my plans.
If we do a shiny, I think it should be red. But I don't care if we do a shiny or not.
Sorry, what was the heck?
They're just trying to get bingo spaces.
Yeah, I know.
But some glowing highlights would be nice too, like maybe like a highlight on the what's it called? The glowing heart.
Or you could add 3 horns.
I agree with Moth Beanie that the eye probably needs more contrast, and so a little bit of shading on the yellow parts is probably a good idea.
And I can officially put Libris keeps going after he says it's done.
Nice.
You also kept shading, so.
You guys are unbelievable.
But do you guys remember the Pokepelago thing where you can send your Pokemon into a cave to get treasure and stuff?
Yeah, it was one of my favorite
yeah.
things to do. I had a near infinite amount of every evolution stone. It was wonderful.
Yeah, the Pokemon yearn for the mines. It's fine.
I guess the Pokejobs were kind of that, but less cool.
But less cool.
Oh yeah. I hate playing Pokemon and getting jump scared by a job application.
And Dynamax Adventures was also like a really great multiplayer.
Yes.
I just wish the raid battles were more fun.
Fish Gang.
Fish King forever.
I just wish White Stripe Basculin would have come in time for Dynamax Adventures.
Yeah.
Okay. And since I already kept going anyway, the face could use a little bit of shading.
I think it's funny how like even the chat on screen is like even more behind.
Okay. Done. Save. And hide everything now. And let's see if I have enough time to do one more. Just one more. Maybe two more, but... so this is Lunamorus, is that what we settled on?
Lunamore.
Lunamore.
Yeah, Lunamore.
It doesn't have enough horns for the us, according to Charon.
Thanks.
Alright. Alright, let's run this again. And so yeah, you can watch here below me, and it'll show what the next fusion is going to be.
Wait, may I suggest a category for Lunamore?
Oh,
Ooh, okay.
sure.
The Bellanate Pokemon.
The Bella Nocte?
The Bellanate. Like the song from Lady and the Tramp.
Oh. I guess I'm not that familiar with Lady and the Tramp.
It means beautiful night.
Oh. Yeah.
Oops.
That's a good one.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I think like that or something like the Star-Crossed Lover.
Yeah, the Star-Crossed Lover Pokemon also worked.
Well, I think this is going to be a much simpler fusion coming up next. We've got
Yeah.
Bulbasaur and Relor.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. So
It is rolling an onion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. It's just Bulbasaur, but his bulb is just a regular onion that he's rolling along the ground.
No, just Relor rolling a Bulbasaur.
I was imagining Bulbasaur with like Relor's face. And that's how far my brain went.
Well, yeah. I mean, it definitely needs to change the face a little bit. Because I think that's what people don't like about it. I think that people... because it looks like... You know, it has kind of this weird nose. It has what looks like a unibrow. So I think the face is probably what sets people off about Relor. Bulbasaur.
Also, it still says Lunala X Incarnate Enamorus.
Not on my end. I see Bulbasaur X Relor.
Yeah.
Weird, because on my YouTube stream, for some reason I'm not live anymore. Huh. Okay, that looks better.
So Ghana was even farther behind than I was.
Oh, well, that's why Gunno was saying that the stream chat was farther behind.
And I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
Gano, what year is it?
Years have no meaning anymore.
That's
Dude.
fair, honestly. Bulbasaur.
And you said Libris like, "Oh, I'm done," and then you kept on my screen you kept shading, and there was like so much more shading that you were doing.
Okay, well, that's not my fault.
But to be fair, you did keep going after saying you were done.
I
so-
did.
Yeah. Oh, does this count as concept change?
No!
No.
Don't be ridiculous. Okay, so yeah, so it needs. So I'm definitely. It's gonna be rolling an onion, but it definitely also needs some changes to Relor. Mothbeanie was reacting, not Relor's face, but I'm not entirely sure because I hadn't looked at the chat for a bit. I'm not entirely sure what exactly they were reacting to. Or like,
Maybe they
were
were
you
reacting to the face.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, was it like an I don't like Relor's face, or was it more don't change Relor's face?
I think he said that as soon as we were talking about Bulbasaur with Relor's face or something like that.
Oh, well, that would be a different fusion for sure. I think I am going to use Relor as the basis.
I don't think I ever even noticed Relor's face until now, because this is my first time actually just looking at the design and not like.
Yeah, I see
model.
why it's rated so low.
But it like
I kind of like Relor.
I love Relor. And like sure it has an ugly face, but it's also not a face you have to look at like almost ever. So
yeah,
it's just
also
Like I
has
said,
a-
I never noticed its face until now.
But then again, it also has a giant ball of poop.
so who doesn't?
That's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, do you not have a giant ball of poop?
No, I cannot say that I own a large spherical mass of feces. No.
I mean, it's probably inside your body right now.
No, because I don't think my colon is spherical.
Well, the feces it starts off spherical, and then the colon squeezes it into its tube shape.
That is the most pee is stored in the balls ass logic.
I mean, it's that is just facts.
Will
Oh.
this fusion still be upside down?
I think so.
Yeah, that's what I was picturing. An upside down Bulbasaur in the color and pattern of the ball.
I I don't think I'm gonna have any good feedback on this one, guys.
Exactly. It does keep its ball-like shape sometimes.
Okay. Y'all.
Wispy's losing his mind.
Actually, like no, I think there was a doctor that described it. Actually, it isn't the colon. It is actually the anus itself that shapes it into turds. So, and it only does it when it's soft enough.
I'm just laughing at Wispy.
Sorry, what did you say?
I said I'm just laughing at you
Yeah.
because it sounds like you're losing your mind over there.
I kinda am. You know, if I had a nickel for every weirdly feces related conversation I've had in the last 13 hours, I'd have 2 nickels. Not a lot. It's weird that it happened twice.
I just realized whenever I tab away from YouTube, it stops streaming live.
Oh, that's weird.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Twitch started doing that lately as well.
Hmm.
How
I don't like
dare
that.
you try to watch things in the background?
Yeah, I think they don't want people to have like multiple streams open.
That's stupid.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't
I gotta run out to the
understand
store real
why
fast.
they wouldn't
I'll
want
be
to
in
do that.
YouTube chat watching the design, but I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
See you soon.
Luego.
I think for Twitch the reasoning is that you get like rewards and stuff when you have a stream open for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, but for YouTube, it makes no sense.
Wouldn't like Google get more ad revenue if you had more streams open at the same time? Or is it like, oh, we're saving the servers?
That could be it, but I don't know. That doesn't strike me as something that Google is particularly concerned with.
No.
It probably thinks it's doing us a favor by like, oh, we will automatically pause for you so you don't miss anything.
Hmm.
Maybe. But then again, since when did Google care about that?
So
Well,
I think this
doesn't.
is
That's
it.
why they have a feature that actually doesn't help.
True, true.
I think this is it.
You know what?
That is Relor. You've
well,
drawn Relor.
Yes, but and I realized that it's probably small, like too small, because I was drawing it small when I was like redoing the face compared to Relor. But I did actually change the face. So here, I'll draw this part first.
It all balances out. We took so much time on Luna Moore and then this is just, 10 minutes.
What if it was rolling Bulbasaur's head?
Whoa.
That's a little dark.
What did Bulbasaur do? Do you think it gets hunted by Farfetch'd?
Bulbasaur?
No, the Relor Bulbasaur fusion.
Oh, maybe.
Because they both have, like, onions. And birds eat bugs.
Yeah, yeah.
Only one of us can have onions.
There's not enough onions for the two of us.
Well, there you go. That's a much friendlier looking Relor, isn't it?
That actually, yeah. I think you just fixed Relor.
But Relor didn't need fixing.
I agree. I also like Relor. But I think you fixed Relor.
By giving it Bulbasaur eyes.
Yeah. I think a lot of things can be fixed by giving them Bulbasaur eyes, actually.
Maybe that's what we should have done for Enamorus.
Just give it Bulbasaur eyes.
Think smarter, not harder.
But a leek is an onion, Moth Beanie. I mean, garlic is an onion. They are all part of the onion family.
Yeah.
I guess you can call them alliums or whatever, but they are onions. But for leeks, like a leek is literally just a bigger green onion.
Well, it has different flavor, but
But it's basically just a bigger green onion.
Okay, but what about red onions?
What about them? They're tasty, yeah.
yeah, I like red onions.
Well, I mean, all onions taste different from each other.
I like that this has suddenly just become Onion Appreciation Club.
We go from turds to onions. It's just how it works.
Just like Shrek.
This chat has layers. Shallots are delicious. But I like all onions.
Me too.
I am neutral on onions. They are good in when you use them right.
Yeah, you know, growing up, I actually didn't like onions. And then there was this one restaurant that we went to all the time with my mom. And she would get something that was called onion pie. And I never got it because I didn't like onions. But it always smelled really good. And so at one point, I just like asked to try hers. And then it turned out it was delicious. And that's how I learned to enjoy onions, is because of
beautiful
delicious
story.
onion pie.
Nice.
That's
I think-
that's a great story.
I think the movie Holes influenced my love of onions as a kid.
I don't have strong memories of what like the actual like role of onions was like in that book and movie, but
Onions like was a big thing that like that pretty much like saved them, and like because they were able to eat onions in the desert,
right.
and then it becomes a big part of the like climax too. And
I have to check because you're talking.
oh yeah, and the peach preserves in that movie, like just made peaches seem even more delicious than I already love peaches, but it made me love peaches even more just because they seem so good in the movie.
Well,
What movie are we talking about now?
Holes
Holes?
with Shia LaBeouf.
Oh.
I
Oh yeah. I've heard of this.
what's up?
I think I've
I have a
seen you
commentary
talk about
onions.
All right, the baker has a commentary about onions. What's up?
Well, no.
Listen up, everyone.
no. It was just because you were saying how you didn't like onions as a kid.
Uh-huh.
So for my experience with onions, my mom doesn't like them at all. So she never used them in any cooking at all. So no onions and no garlic. And so I literally only started using it in my cooking when Libris was just like, oh no, onions and garlic are delicious. And I was just like, I wouldn't know. And so
That is baffling to me.
anyways, and so like I mean, obviously I would have it at restaurants, but I wouldn't realize that it had like onions in it, right? So anyways, so it was just kind of funny because then I was like, okay, I'll try it just to see. And I started putting it in the cooking, and life changing. Like reason why I married him, you know.
That's like saying like I've never had black pepper. Like
I actually have a very similar experience with garlic specifically. My dad, my dad hates garlic. I don't think he hates it as much as it's been like portrayed by my family members and stuff, but it's like banned from our house basically. So I didn't really get a chance to try garlic until I like basically moved out. I mean, I still like live here when I'm home, but you know, I didn't get to have garlic bread until like a couple years ago.
Oh, that's so sad.
I'm convinced that y'all's parents are just vampires.
Yeah, no, I think like my mom didn't like the smell, I guess, of onions, and so like I guess trauma dumping. So like if I had onions from like a meal, she would always be like, I can smell it on you.
Yeah.
So I'd be like really, so like I'm like self-conscious about like BO because of like, you know, like, oh, I can smell the onions, I can smell the garlic on you. So I was just like so anyways. So now it's like, look, these things are delicious. Like
Yeah.
That reminds me of
my
a
dad-
story. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, go. You go.
Are we gonna do this?
No, you go.
Okay. Well, my dad just said that the reason he doesn't like garlic is because he used to work at sea, and people there would cook garlic with like sardines, and it would like be trapped in the ship, and it would smell like really strongly of like oil and garlic and sardines, and he would be like
those are
trapped in that
all-
for a while.
Those are all wonderful smells. I don't know what problem he has.
Hi, Musa.
I
like
don't
the
know,
smell
maybe
of all of
they-
those things.
Maybe they cooked them like poorly or something. I don't know.
No, they are strong smells. I can see why he would be traumatized. But I had a teacher who told us a story very out of pocket one day about how she used to hate the taste and smell of garlic, but then like she married her husband and who eats garlic and smells like garlic all the time, and then she began to associate the smell of garlic with like kissing him, and now like she said like the smell of garlic is like a turn on.
A teacher told you that.
Yes, it was very out of pocket.
Interesting.
It was high school.
I was gonna say that's very sweet and wholesome until the end.
Yeah. Yeah, just wait for the build up. Now it's like, oh, and then it became a sexual thing somehow.
Yeah, like I get it, and you know it is a kind of a cute story, but it is not the kind of cute story you should be telling your students.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm not sure it is appropriate for your students to know what turns you on.
It's fine.
Yeah, that was definitely a weird aspect, but
It's like
They all
the
know
classroom is
what
like
it
diabolical.
means. It's fine.
It's It's like it depends on the
Did the
vibe.
class start smelling like garlic after that?
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
Well, there you go.
Nobody brought garlic to school ever again.
Me and my perpetual trouble with long curves and making them smooth.
Yeah, that's universal.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to prepping food. But yeah, I was just like, oh, food. I must join the conversation. Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Bye in a few moments once you leave on stream.
Oh, do you want chicken with pasta too?
Okay, bye, Indigo.
I don't think that's necessary. Yeah, so I feel like this design is pretty settled already, but I'm open to ideas on color. Which of Relor's colors should be preserved so that it's not, again, just a Relor-shaped Bulbasaur?
Well, onions
Uh-huh.
are like brown.
Yeah, the onion can be brown.
Oh, I guess so. I was thinking it would be green to match the Bulbasaur bulb, but
We can make Relor green and the onion brown, and then it's kind of like switched.
yeah, that's a good idea.
Indigo, indigo, and going indigo.
Sorry, what?
Musa says indigo is indigoing, going, indigon.
Well, I'm actually in the back. In the front? I don't know.
Well, you were in the back.
Yes, I was in the back, but now I'm in the front because I realized I actually can't continue what I'm doing anymore. So
Oh, how come?
I'm out of parchment paper, and I really don't want to be scraping stuff off of the baking pans. So,
Okay.
so I'll get parchment paper tomorrow.
Okay, so what you're making right now is for tomorrow.
Well, yeah. So I prepped all the vegetables that will be going into our dinner tonight, so that's fine. And dinner won't take very long, so that's all good. And then I was gonna like just prepare some of the toppings for salads for this coming week, but
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I was gonna roast vegetables, but I don't want to be scraping veggie bits off a pan. So
That's fair.
yes. So since it's not for dinner for tonight, it's fine. So hello.
Hello.
Hi, Indigo.
Oh wait, sorry, I'm back.
Hi, back. I'm Gano.
There we go.
So what name do you guys think this should have? I'm thinking, Rollabulb.
Ooh, I like Rollerbulb.
Rollable is good.
You came up with a name.
Friends, you don't think I'm a monster for not coming up with Pokemon names, do you?
Don't worry, I won't let you hurt anyone ever again. I promised in Ron's comments.
Oh yeah, I didn't see your comment.
We were hanging out with some friends yesterday, and got to chatting about like the game that Libris wants to eventually develop, and so one of them asked like, oh, do you have like a name for the game yet? And I was like, Libris does not do names.
When I was doing my game design course, we had to our like final assignment was to work in pairs and to pitch a game together, and we mostly worked off of a game idea that I had already kind of come up with earlier in the course, with just some input and modifications from my partner, and but then we were trying to come up with names, and I came up with what I thought was a really good name, and I think Gano will agree, but my partner wasn't into it, and I was like, okay, I like it. This pitch needs more input from this other guy. So I just like, yeah, sure. Like, I just went with the name that he suggested. But it's a game about overthrowing the monarchy, and so I suggested Heavy as the Crown.
Yeah,
That's a really good name. Yeah.
See?
I'm
And it has
I'm a game
nothing to
design
do with being a
student.
Linkin Park song, okay?
I'm a game design student, and I can say that's a good name for a game. So
Thank you.
I'm a third year.
Oh man, you're already in third year?
I am.
Oh, it's
I'm
been
actually
so long.
done with third year.
Amazing.
Damn, like I
have
genuinely
research
could have
right now, but
I genuinely
like
would
you
have
just
said that
started
you were
college.
like finishing first year. Has it really been that long?
it's been so long.
Well, how's it going?
It's going well. I have a lot of resets. I have 2 resets that I'm working on for like June.
Cool.
And I got a lot of work done on one of them today, so that's great.
Nice.
And the other one I have barely started, and I'm really worried about that one, but it's fine.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Yeah, I was just doing an introduction to game design course, so it was only like I think 7 weeks total. So, nowhere near the depth of doing a 4-year program. But it was exactly what I was looking for, so I was really happy with it.
That's good. Yeah. It's from what you described, it sounds like a much shorter version of basically what we're doing as well.
Yeah, it was mostly it was offered by Vancouver Film School, which is of course known for their film work. But
What? I could have never guessed.
yeah, I know. But they also have a lot of I guess because they it was film, so they did animation, and so they expanded into games as well. And their game program is very respected, and so a lot of the people, I think all of my classmates, even though this was just a completely separate certificate program, I think all of my fellow students were planning on attending Vancouver Film School, or at least were considering taking their I think it's a 2-year program. I think I was the only one who was just there to just to learn for fun.
Yeah.
That's really cool though.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
That's good. I'm glad that you had fun. We this last semester we've been working with clients from the games industry, which has been
cool.
really fun.
Yeah.
We've had one Teams call with them every month, basically.
Okay.
And I'm so jealous at some of our other teams because some of the clients were Rockstar and Ninja Kiwi, and we got like some mobile game company that I'd
Oh.
never heard of.
No.
Oh.
I don't know Ninja Kiwi, but I do know Rockstar.
Have you heard of Balloons?
Balloons? No, I don't think so.
It's like a tower defense game where you
Okay.
place like little monkeys that shoot darts at balloons.
Okay.
Uh,
Sure.
it's like really popular. But I guess it's more of my generation kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think it started as like a flash game, and it's like a really big game.
Hmm. Cool.
But yeah, and our clients made Gordon Ramsay's Chef Blast, so that's cool.
But yeah, I can see how it would be like disappointing to not get to work with a company at least that made something that you personally admire.
Yeah, but the clients were really nice, and their feedback was really good. So that's
Yeah,
that's the important part.
yeah, that's what really matters. Yeah.
I did really enjoy our meetings.
Were you like making games to their specifications, or like in what way were they your clients?
They gave like a prompt at the start of the semester that we had to follow. So it's basically just like a full like half-year long game jam.
Okay.
With and the clients decided the prompts,
Right.
and then they gave feedback on call, like over team,
Right.
like once a month.
Cool.
Valuable.
Yeah. I'm currently in the process of learning Godot.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've been meaning to get around to doing that, but I haven't had any reason to do so for school, and I haven't really had time to do it in my free time. And whenever I have, the last thing I want to do is learn a game engine.
Have you been using Unity or Unreal or what?
Yeah, Unity and Unreal.
Oh, both.
For
Okay.
different things, yeah. Or I think the only time we've been incentivized to use something other than Unity or Unreal was in like in the first semester of first year. We had a group project, like basically weekly game jams group project thing.
Okay.
And in our final game, we were told not to use Unity or Unreal, and that's it. That's the only times we've been incentivized to use anything else.
Okay.
But yeah, we've been doing like big group projects, or I guess actually once a year for each year. Because first year we did the one that I just talked about, which was only for my course, and then second year we collaborated with the computer arts course, and then this year we brought in the programming courses as well. So I guess it just gets bigger, but I think next year is, I think, mostly solo project. Which my track record has been pretty bad at with, so
I'm sure you'll be fine.
I'll probably be fine, assuming I like pass this year.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
We're very confident in you. You're good.
But yeah, if you guys want, I could actually share the itch page to the game that my team has been working on this semester.
Yeah, I mean, you're welcome to share it wherever you like. You could share it on our server. If you want the people watching the stream to go look, you're welcome to share it on the YouTube chat.
Yeah, we will be participating in like a competition that our school has, or at least we've applied to participate. We don't know if we will like get in because I think there's only 6 teams allowed in.
Oh, okay.
It's called Dare, and I don't really know how it works, but we're working on like improving the game for that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Our game is called Dragon's Harbor. Should I just share it in the stream chat?
Wherever you like.
Yeah, wherever you like.
Yeah, I shared it in the Discord chat first for the voice call.
Okay. I won't have a look at it right now, but I'll make sure to look at it later.
Yeah, of course.
We're doing.
I want to say our artists did a really good job. And I did level design alongside another person.
Okay.
The credits are all on the itch page and also at the end of the game, of course. But yeah.
Wow. Just looks like it's having the best time.
Yeah.
I really like the design so far.
Oh, what's the underbelly color? Maybe it is the yellow. What color is the onion?
The orange, maybe?
Maybe you could use the orange from the little details on the ball.
I think that's too orange.
Lots of highlighting and shit.
I guess the Relor's belly color, I guess, is the most oniony color.
Mm-hmm.
The eyes maybe should be Relor face pink. It's a small difference, but I feel like it needs a little bit more Relor in it. And I guess the belly should also be something. Yeah, that's the problem, because I like the belly being Relor's belly color. Well, maybe the green should be this dark brown instead. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the stream to catch up so I can see what you're talking about. I feel like I've been yapping for so long about my project and stuff. Yo.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
We were talking to you about
Yeah,
it,
that's
so.
not bad. That definitely looks a lot less like Bulbasaur now. Like, it looks a lot less like you just put Bulbasaur and shaped it like Relor. If that makes sense.
What a funny friend.
Yeah, it's so cute. If it had a shiny, would the onion be a red onion? It could. Yeah, I like that. I mean, we didn't do a shiny for the other one, so I don't think we're gonna do a shiny for this one either.
It can be next stream.
No, next stream I'll be moving on to other designs.
And then the third stream will be the shinies for all of them.
I think the third stream will still be moving on to other designs.
You can have one stream when you're done with all the designs, just making shinies.
Maybe. I really like this, but except for the fact that the belly and the onion are the same color.
Yeah.
Maybe the onion should be like orange.
That's what
Yeah.
we thought of.
I think I guess I could just edit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the orange from the ball of crap. Yeah.
Yeah, that color is too strong, but I did just tone it down, and maybe this is okay now.
Oh.
Let it catch up, and then you let me know. Meanwhile,
Okay.
I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
smoothen out one of these lines that is feeling too angular to me.
Because onions like do get that orangey.
Yeah,
The
Yeah.
skin does.
I think that is a good onion color though. When
Yeah.
it's toned down like this.
Agreed.
What would it look like if you used the shadow part of the orange on the ball?
I'll try it, but I think too dark. Yeah.
I can't tell if the stream has caught up or not.
It has not yet.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that's too dark. I agree.
But this is good. I'm happy with the rest of it, and the Bulbasaur face just works perfectly.
Yeah. If this evolved, would it become an Ivysaur Rabsca, or would it become just one of them?
Who knows?
Who knows?
I just realized, and I don't know if I'm gonna bother changing, but I did not put any line colors on the other one.
So you have to go back. What else is new?
But do I have to?
Do you?
Yeah, all right. That's why I said I just realized this, but I don't know if I'm gonna do anything about it.
Libris is feeling rebellious today.
It looks so friendly.
He's just living his best life.
Yeah.
Pushing an onion. I don't know about the.
That is genuinely really cute. Yeah.
You don't know about the colors?
I don't know about the colors. Like I feel like we don't have like Bulbasaur's like shell color or like bulb color. So maybe like the bulb could be like the shell of the Relor. Like an
The green of the bulb.
yeah.
Should be where?
Should be like this line right here.
Like here, but not here, or the other way around?
Sorry, point again.
Here?
No, the other one.
Okay, but only on the outside.
Yeah, I don't know.
Obviously, I don't see where y'all are pointing, but based on what I think Indigo is saying, I agree.
I mean, I can try it, but I'll have to figure out where I'm dividing the head from the back, because right now it is continuous.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just like, I think I need the bulb color in there, because I was actually expecting the onion to be the bulb color, but so I was like, oh, okay, that's not what we're doing. That's cool.
Oops.
was very surprised when I ended up liking Relor. Like,
Yeah, you actually like kept Rabska on your team for
I did,
for a
yeah,
long
because
time.
I like him. I was like, yeah, it's a dung beetle. Like, I don't know, someone's gotta do it.
I really like Rebska. Rebska's a really good design.
Yeah, it's just like,
Actually, like Rabska actually didn't really do much for me. I don't have anything against it. It just didn't appeal to me quite as much as Relor itself did. So I didn't actually keep it on my team, but I do now have a later in the game I actually caught a I think full odds shiny Relor, and like I'm not evolving that because it's rolling around a nugget. So
I honestly forget that Relor evolves.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that adds much. It just looks shaded.
I know. It works
Oh,
better
it's
for
got
me.
the ladybug. It updated. It's no longer like a ladybug. I guess it's like a green ladybug now.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. Well, if everyone likes it.
It's subtle, but it's just like it kind of helps. Wrong layer? No.
No.
Okay.
Like just in the process of creating the shading layer.
Oh, gotcha.
Because I think I'm ready to move on to shading, so.
Mm-hmm. The evolution is what saves Relor for me because Baska is such a funky design. Yeah. He's just a happy old man. Me and Grandpa are probably friends. Like.
Before you finish this,
Hmm.
after you're done shading, could you flip it upside down so I can see what the face looks like?
Oh man. It's gonna be one of those things where like you flip it upside down and then you realize all the mistakes you made.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, the proportions.
Oh no!
But for you, I'll do that.
Friendship.
Thank you.
Musa says flipping is one of the most cursed things I've ever learned as an artist. I have tried it. It has never worked for me. I don't know. My brain doesn't comprehend it as looking at the same thing in a different angle.
I think in the odd times that I've done it, like it's definitely been very helpful, but it's also very humbling.
Yeah, and I'd rather not look at my mistakes like that, you know?
I need to draw more often.
So do I.
Me too.
I think the
Same.
last thing I made was like a like a banner for my H page. I think I actually started that. I think I shared that with you guys when I started it like years ago, and then I never finished it, and I finished it like the other day.
Oh,
So you did finish
By
it.
the other day, I mean like a couple weeks ago. Yeah,
Amazing.
like a couple years later.
Hey, that still counts. Like... I have the scrapbook that I did for our trip to Japan, and it was like
Ooh.
definitely thought that like I wasn't going to do it, but like, or you know, it was like crossed my mind, but I was like, no, I will do it, and like it took me like 5 months, but I did it. So it still counts.
Yeah, I and I have told her that I did not think she was ever going to actually do the scrapbook.
Me and my parents took my niece to Dubai last week.
Right, with the
and
with the
we-
Game Boy camera.
Those pictures were so cool.
Yes, yes. I forgot that I shared that. And me and her have been talking about making scrapbooks of the trip. So we've been collecting like all the little bits we can.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, thankfully Indigo had this idea like before we went on the trip, right? So like Indigo was very proactive about just like, oh, we went to this park. This is the entrance ticket. Let's keep it.
Yeah. I think she had the idea before we went on the trip, and then she kind of convinced me to also do it, like,
right.
like a couple days after we went, or like on the day that we got there, probably. So we've taken a lot of pictures and collected a lot of like tickets and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like every single like different water bottle label we could. Yeah.
I think I can call this done. Have I missed shading something important? I guess I could shade the back, and I guess I could add a little bit of shading to the spots.
What about highlights? No?
I guess.
Okay.
I didn't do highlights at all on the other one, but maybe
Oh, okay.
maybe on this one it is more justified.
Okay. Well, it was just a question. But you gotta turn it upside down. Do it.
Oh no, it's being crushed by a giant onion!
Oh no.
Looks great though. Looks correct.
We'll get there in a second.
Yeah.
We'll get there. Oh no, it's getting crushed by giant onions. I think that looks great, actually.
Yeah.
You passed.
All right.
I don't think-
Moth
I
Beanie
don't
is
think
also
that looks
suggesting
tumbling at all.
highlights, so I'll do highlights.
Yeah, at least on the onion.
Yeah.
I think since the original has a highlight there, and like I think it'll emphasize the sphericalness of the onion.
Yes, it is a surprisingly round onion.
It's because it's getting rolled so much, so it's shaped.
That's true.
Yeah,
I
that
don't know
is
if that's really how that works.
the whole. That's all these beetles do is roll things until they become round. So
Is that why the like pebbles on the rivers are so smooth? It's because of dung beetles rolling them around?
exactly, yeah.
That makes sense.
That's actually how they make ball bearings.
They just give some dung beetles a bunch of steel and say, "Have at it."
It actually takes like years to make a single ball bearing.
Sorry, just it's kind
Marbles as well. They just give them glass.
What's up?
Just coming back to me how you have to evolve Relor and how like the following mechanic was not optimized for that.
Yeah. I did not enjoy it.
It's like no pedometer of any kind. Like, you have to make sure that the Relor doesn't go back into the Pokeball. Like, oh boy. Like, you guys didn't really think that one through. Or you guys didn't, like, speak to one another about how that works, you know? Anyways. I was actually kind of considering playing a Pokemon game again, like one of the older ones. Doing like a Nuzlocke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did I mention when sharing the Game Boy camera pictures that I got a Game Boy Color on my Dubai trip?
I don't think so, but that's cool.
Since Indigo brought up playing an older Pokemon game, I'm going to be going to be changing some batteries tomorrow on some Game Boy Pokemon games.
Nice.
And I can get to play them on the new Game Boy Color that I have.
Nice. Sounds like fun.
Okay, so here is a Rolla Bulb.
Ah, excellent friendship.
Yeah, I like it. And it is almost 2:00. I was expecting the fusions to take more like this long. So it's been like an hour and a half, I think. A little less than an hour and a half since I started this one. So that's what I was expecting. I did not expect to take more than 2 hours just on Lunamore. Do I want to start on the next one, or do I want to just wait?
Maybe it'll depend a little bit on what the next one is. Because, like, the first one took longer because it was a high detail design with a high detail design.
Yeah.
And then the second one, like, because these are two Pokemon that are pretty straightforward with a pretty, like, simple thing, it was just, like, it went faster. So I think the amount of detail in the Pokemon matchup itself.
Okay, so you're suggesting I roll the next one.
Yeah.
Find out what it is, and then decide whether I'm going to do it today or if it's going to wait for part 2.
Yeah, so we can have it be like a cliffhanger, you know, or you just do it.
You're here for what? Another half hour?
At most. Yeah. So like, unless it ends up being like, I don't know, Alolan Vulpix and I don't know what's the simplest one. Alolan Vulpix and Smoochum. I'm not gonna finish it. So yeah, we could just call this the stream here, and we'll pick back up again next Saturday, and I'll just go ahead and schedule in my head that I'm doing a stream on the 3rd Saturday, and hopefully that'll be enough time to finish. Thankfully, next Saturday I actually don't have like something else that I'm scheduled for, at least not yet. Our friends haven't said anything. Okay, don't. So I would be able to go longer if necessary. But yeah, so question for you guys watching the stream: do you want to find out what fusion we're starting the next stream with, or no?
I think we should find out because also then you'll kind of we'll all be able to think of ideas.
True.
I agree.
Okay, and I'll put it on the thumbnail.
Also, I really want to know.
Okay. All right, let's
Roll a dice.
let's re-roll this, and I'm just gonna stay quiet for a bit until the stream catches up, and then you guys let me know. Those of you in the voice chat, you let me know when you see what the new one is.
Like there should be like a drum roll or something.
You can't hear it.
Yeah, I was doing actually a drum roll, but I could see that the stream audio
It's
was
on there
picking it
now.
up, but not Discord.
Alone.
Yeah,
What does standard Lapras mean?
not
Not-
Gigantamax.
I guess. Yeah, I guess there's Gigantamax Lapras.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
So that's an interesting pair. Definitely not one that I can finish in half an hour.
Yeah. And the one that I think would benefit from being able to kind of think about it a bit.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be hard, I think.
Yeah. Like, how do we?
How do we
this?
Laprasify Winkalone?
Yeah. Hmm.
So yeah, we get to sleep on this one.
Well, sounds good.
And then if we want, we can pretend that we never rolled.
I guess I could do that. I'd have to do some
You have
manual
to-
fussing with my script, but yeah, I can probably do that.
No cheating.
You
But
have
no,
to
exactly, no cheating.
Laprasify- Do you have to Laprasify Oinkalone, or can you Oinkalonify Lapras?
No, it has to be making the lower one better.
Yeah,
Okay.
the kind of the approach that I've been trying to do is to make the least popular Pokemon better by combining it with the most popular one.
I see.
So, yeah.
Interesting.
Well, see you next Saturday. Thanks for
Bye.
hanging
I'll
out,
see you.
everyone.
I'll see you
Thank
two later
you. It's
for
been-
free run watch.
Sorry?
I'll see y'all later for watching time. Free run watch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll be there for that.
All right.
Bye.
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 Bye. It's been really nice catching up.
Yeah. Good to talk to you.
Goodbye.
Okay, the stream is over now.
Whoa.